Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Blades in the Dark. Tonight, we're continuing our game of Blades in the Dark by John Harper here on Perception Studio. I am your MC, Loren Peterson. You can find me on Twitter at DM_LSP, and joining me as always is...
I'm DJ Shulky, and you can follow me on the internet at dshulky. That's DSCHULKEY, and I'm playing Mortimer Smythe, the Leech. And I'm not a pumpkin this week.
That's true. And I'm Kati Kawaguchi. I'm playing Vesna, the Viper Reigns, the Hound. You can find me online at _KIDKATI.
I'm JPG, and I'm playing our Whisper, who is Zant Devada. And you can find me on social media at JPG. That's JAEPEAGEE.
And I'm Andrew Linda. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at PodcasterAndrew. And I'm playing Steve, who is a Hull, which is a ghost and a robot.
Ghost robot, you know.
Robot.
If you would like to mess up these wonderful people's lives this evening, we have several ways that you can do that and help us keep the lights on here at Perception Studio. Up above us is a fun list. For $10, you can add a +or-2 to the next die roll of one of our players. I believe we have a couple left over from last time. They get these cool coins that indicates, hey, gold is good, silver is bad. So that's fun. Some people are already starting off with a little bit of a head start here. Cool. For $15, you can advance or rewind one of these clocks. I'm gonna put my hand over there. Everyone point at the clocks.
This is always so confusing every time,
because the cameras change a little bit.
I never get it. I'll never get it.
Right hand, point at the lanterns, because they're right where the clocks are.
No, it's just a button.
So, our complex obstacle is a 4-step clock. When it is filled, the prison that they are currently being held in is going to have a ghost riot. Just a whole bunch of ghost prisoners break out. That'll be fun. The 6-step clock, our complicated obstacle, is that the prison itself, the Crematorium prison, will go on lockdown, and the spirit ravens will be unleashed to hunt our captives. And our daunting obstacle, the 8-step clock, if filled, is going to tear the entire prison into the Void Sea, which we have seen the sort of artifact kind of bleeding into these past couple sessions.
Just everybody disregard the last message in the chat, please.
Just let Jason put one hand up. It should show off all the clocks. We're gonna
that's not a random bully, everybody. That is my wife in the chat. So
okay, your wife is a random bully.
She is a random bully. Yes.
In this case, she's just a specific one. We're gonna continue our tradition from last time and give these clocks a little bit of a head start. If somebody could roll for our complex obstacle to see how many pie charts we're putting up there.
That's true.
Put it up.
Okay, do you want to do the big one?
I'll do the big one.
Okay,
right.
I'll do the little one.
Okay.
6.
Throw. Huh?
That's 3 of them.
That's 3.
Right?
That's
yeah,
3. So hey, we are $15 away from a ghost riot.
All right.
You know, just throwing that out
whatever.
there.
Yeah, just whatever.
Number 3, my lord.
Who wants to roll for complicated obstacle?
Why don't you roll for the complicated one? Right. Hot hand.
3.
Got a hot hand. That's 1.
Oh.
I wanted 6.
That's what we were saying.
Ghost Riot does sound like a band. We were talking about that before the show. And finally, our daunting obstacle.
That's me. I'm the daunting obstacle. I got a 3.
Buddy. So it's another 1. And finally, the last thing you can do to participate tonight is donate $25 to get a character drop. You tell us who shows up. We've had incredible characters such as Police Captain Jason Funderburger, the Robot Devil, who was just a real winner. Goth Ariel. We've had 1980s Twink Aquaman. Of course, they don't all have to be ridiculous, silly characters, but it's very fun if they are. Finally, every time we hit $100, everyone is going to clear their stress, which is kind of the equivalent of a combination of hit points and mana. If you're not familiar with Blades in the Dark, think of it kind of as a resource they spend. And the situation will escalate wildly out of control, which we will decide as a table, what horrible thing begins to befall them. And that's how you can participate and ruin their lives this evening. Please do it. It's very fun. Where we left off last time was just a friggin' mess. Was it not?
No one followed through with my plans.
You didn't tell us the plan.
That's because you turned out to be an evil douche.
No,
Well, I don't know.
I'm not evil.
You almost betrayed your son.
You let our son. You let our son almost get captured.
He was gonna lose his outfit. I can always buy him another one.
Gosh. Very mad about this. I'm very mad about this.
Quick recap is after they took the demonic artifact and had to get it to a house on the edge of town by passing through a festival, where at which point once they got to the house they would attempt to destroy it in a ritual. They had to avoid heretics and police officers and other gangs along the way. Gosh, what all did you run into? A group of dancers. You fought in a pit fight. There was beer drinking. You climbed into a haunted house that was on fire.
There was a very tall lady.
There was a very tall lady with a cool tail. There was a lot going on. You finally got to that house. Turns out that the guy you were Captain Musgrave, was the actual heretic and trying to turn himself into a demon.
He was very scary.
He was very scary.
Very scary.
And Mortimer had secretly tipped off the Sisters Repentia, a group of like warrior priestesses devoted to the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh.
Secretly.
And they ambushed you all. A giant brawl broke out. The house was almost animated. It was
getting up.
It was getting up. The building was starting to move.
Now.
Steve pulled off Samus Super Smash and cut the house and Captain Musgrave in half. And then the Sisters Repentia put knives to your throats and arrested all of you for being heretics. And except Steve zooped out of one body and into the other. So tall Steve is imprisoned, but
or in the garbage.
Or in the garbage. Who knows?
What do we do with this thing?
They use hulls, so they're definitely going to pick him apart and study him. And small Steve is what you have access to this time.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a bit of a weird and different thing tonight because some of you were in a different position than others, so there's probably going to be different approaches to this. But you have been taken to the expansive laboratory and prison complex beneath Bellwether Crematorium. Bellwether Crematorium is the headquarters of the Spirit Wardens. And the Spirit Wardens, basically, this is where they take corpses to cremate them so they don't become ghosts. This is where the spirit crows roost. This is where the bells that ring every time someone dies are kept. And beneath there is where a lot of experiments go on by the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh as they attempt to achieve something closer to demonhood. So, you have been put into cells. Well, almost all of you. Steve, what do the last 48 hours look like?
Oh, God.
Steve's always in the cell.
He's
dark, Katie.
Jeez.
His new prison is shame.
What did he say?
His prison is his little body.
So yeah, go on. What have the last 48 hours looked like for Steve? Is Steve prepping to help them escape? Is Steve trying to infiltrate? Is Steve trying to get caught?
Steve leaving town.
Is Steve just like leaning back and like, I don't care, I got an orphanage?
No, I think definitely Steve does. So we had established that the little body was hiding out at the house next door.
Yeah, so Steve got out scot-free.
Zooped out, he was right outside where all the action was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps he overheard or saw what was...
definitely saw them all get taken away with like manacles and like bags over their heads. Like Steve watched the whole procession leave. I think at a certain point one of the head sisters Repentia was like, find the other hull. Like they don't just go limp. There's got to be another one.
Mm-hmm.
And like they started searching nearby buildings and you got away for sure.
Yeah.
Hello, Screaming Dragon.
So I think I would head back to the office just to take stock.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I don't know if I have, my contact wouldn't be of much help.
Who's your contact?
It was the Jenna with an H.
Forgot about Jenna with an H.
Yeah.
What did Jenna with an H do?
A servant.
She was a servant. Right.
Yeah.
She was the one who got you through all of who told you like where all the other servants would be to help you. Yeah. I don't know that she's got connections here that she can help with.
Yeah. So I don't know if anyone else has a connection I could have used, but
if the gang or anyone else has a connection that Steve could go to. Yeah.
Another orphan.
No. I was thinking, so I have two, because you gave me one.
What do you think? Yeah.
Can the giant lady help me in any way right now?
I-
I feel like I made a good impression.
You
I feel
did,
like- yeah.
but I don't know that Giant Lady is going to be like, yes, our troupe of dancers would love to go break into a prison.
But she saw all this, right?
You're in denial, dude.
Damn, you hot. You're not that hot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do have a priestess.
And I have a witch. So
The priestess and the witch. I think I've
I've read that one.
yeah, you've heard this joke before, right?
I've absolutely listened to that King Crimson song.
Deep pull.
It's me. What else do you want? You're hot. You're not prison break hot.
I mean, a guy can hope, right?
A guy can hope.
He's a hot guy who runs an orphanage.
That's what the ladies love.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Okay.
It's those
Nice.
fatherly instincts.
Yeah.
Could a
my
priestess or a
God.
witch help out in this
Oh,
moment?
both absolutely
Oh,
could.
cool, okay.
Either or.
Steve would go to the witch first.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mortimer. It's just anything
Yeah.
connected to Mortimer is a little iffy at this point. After all that, just
Sure.
went
What's the
down.
name of the witch?
Her name is Quellen.
Quellen. Cool. What do we know about Quellen?
With a Y.
Quellen with a Y.
Yeah.
Well, I guess so.
you must know Jenna with an H. I'm Quellen with a Y. What do we know about Quellen?
We know that she is, like, they referred to as a witch, but she makes a lot of the medicine for the orphans and the
Right.
orphanage.
And in this setting, a witch is literally just anyone who can do even a little bit of magic.
Yeah.
Down to like an apothecary could be considered a witch in some circles. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you go to Quellen probably has a little shop. It's a little ramshackle thing. She rents like a room. Like several other people rent rooms on this bottom of a building. And you teeter in.
Yes, little Steve is a marionette with too many teeth.
And there is just bottle.
Sorry.
He's as hot as those orphans are desperate. Wonderful.
Oh my God.
There are bottles of strange ingredients. There are plants you've never seen hanging from the ceiling. All around the rim of the ceiling is a bunch of bioluminescent fungus. There's no lights lit in here. Maybe a single candle. She's got a counter, a lot of weights and scales and alchemy supplies. Does she know you? Has Quellen ever met?
I would hope so.
Oh, 100%.
Could you imagine she hadn't? What the fuck is that?
Well,
A doll just came into my
With
office.
all those teeth.
I
With
do
all
know-
these teeth?
I do know all Steve would have to say is, I know Zant. It's just like, of course.
Yeah, it checks out. You an orphan? You put another orphan in a thing?
Aw. Damn.
Yeah, so Steve walks in and is like, is Quellen?
I think Quellen Quellen is Shelley Duvall.
Yeah.
Quellen is absolutely like the shining Shelley Duvall, but with this is going to be a deep fucking pull.
It's Lauren.
That's Lauren. What else do you expect?
Does anyone remember
Oh,
Christopher Walken's character in Mouse Hunt?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
He was like a mouse hunter, and he had this
Yes.
like big elaborate headgear
Yes.
with all of these like. So Quellen is Shelley Duvall, like wearing that, and she's like poking and prodding at a mushroom, and like perks up and like turns, and we see like one big eye and one little shrunken eye, and there's all these like apparatus on her head just kind of wiggling back and forth. And she turns like, "Hello, who's there?" And she can't see you over the counter.
It's Steve.
Steve, of course it's Steve. And like doesn't even take the thing off and just like I think comes around the counter and just picks you up and puts you on it.
Yeah.
Aw.
And is
baby.
immediately
Lady
just
killer.
like pulls like a long like birch or hey, are we canceled? Yeah, what? Oh, hey! Fateful Encounters has just rated the channel with 16 viewers. Welcome to Fateful Encounters. We are currently playing Blades in the Dark by John Harper. These are our wonderful crew of ghost hunters and demon exterminators. If you wish to fuck with them, you can do so in several ways. Donating $10 will allow you to add ±2 to one of their rolls. Donating $15 will allow you to fill one of these clocks that make bad things happen to them. 4 is an easy obstacle, 6 is a complex obstacle, and 8 is a daunting obstacle. And then finally, for $25, you can drop a NPC into the scene, and we will make them show up. So far, we've had things like the Robot Devil, 1980s Twink Aquaman. What are those were the two that stand out the most. Goth Ariel. Goth Ariel was fun. Jason Funderburker, the cop, was a good one. In any case,
thank you so much for the follows. By the way,
thank you for the follow. So Quellen starts pulling out like a plague doctor's stick, like it's like birch and tipped with brass, and she's like lifting up your arms and like poking at you in places. And he's like, so what can I do? What can I do for you?
Zant's been captured.
Oh, again.
Yeah.
This is a normal thing.
Who is it this time? Bottle Street Boys? Big B's gang?
No, it was the Sisters of Repentia. What is it?
Penitential.
Sisters Repentia. And I think was that it? No, was it Sisters Penitentia is what it was. Sisters Repentia is a unit of naked chainsaw wielding nuns.
That was
from
Warhammer. I just showed my hand on that one.
Thanks for making me say those words.
I got a little weird in the chat. I'm so sorry.
You should be.
The Sisters Penitentia. Okay. I think she's just like, oh, that's not good. Not good at all. No. So Bellwether then.
Yeah. I want to break him out.
Of course. And how? Why come to me?
Have you got something to make people not see me?
You're a ghost.
She like pops back behind, and I think what she does is like reaches into she takes there's like a metal bin, and she takes it off, and it's like full of like dark brackish water, and there's like an immediate thrashing, and she reaches in and grabs something that looks like a squid and stuffs it into a mortar and pestle, and it's just like
Oh my god.
and it turns into a paste. And then like adds a couple other things in, and then like goops that into a bottle, and there's still like a whole tentacle that's just kind of like flailing. And she
Gotta
says,
be fresh.
She hands it to you, and she's like, well, it won't last long, but if you smear this all over yourself, it'll smell terrible, but
does he have a nose on this thing?
I don't know
other people have noses.
Other people have noses.
They will smell you, but they won't see you.
Something stinks, but I don't see anything.
Yeah, it'll work.
Must be nothing.
So yeah, that's
just bathing in it already.
He doesn't put it in a compartment for later. I'm not gonna bathe in it
He
yet.
doesn't even listen to the instructions.
Already has it off and I'm still talking.
Yeah, I'm eating it. Yeah.
We do who with the what now?
It's just mixed in with the teeth.
Oh, there's like a tentacle.
Yeah.
tentacle just slurps down whenever it passes for a
I can't even
throat.
taste it.
Do you have a tongue?
No. This is all for show.
So gross.
I can't help myself. I'm nervous when I'm nervous. I'm on a show.
When I'm nervous, I eat squid paste. I just can't stop it.
Steve's going through so much right now.
Okay, Steve. So yes, that will aid you. You'll get an extra
Great.
die, and you'll start off with smelly squid paste.
Cool. I'm gonna write that down.
Please do.
Oh god.
So yeah, other than that, I guess I'll just survey to figure out how to get into this place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a survey roll. Well, this is just a fortune roll. So
I'm prowling too. It's like,
Are you prowling or are you surveying? Those are two different things in the
Yeah,
case
I
of
know.
like looking for a vantage here. I say if survey is probably sitting far back and looking in. Prowling might be sneaking around the outside trying to find stuff.
I imagine it more as sneaking and trying to figure out what is the weakness and if there is any
Sure.
to the guard patrols or to the walls or any little crack that I'm trying to get into. So I have 1 in survey.
Let's do it.
Am I pasted? I get my plus.
Pasted is going to give you the bonus on the infiltration. Okay. You're going to do your own engagement roll.
That's true. Okay.
Oh God, because he's all alone.
Sad.
Very alone.
Oh, it was your fault.
Should have followed along. Follow along the plan. Don't stab me in the back.
So
Okay, we're not having this conversation.
Roll
but
a survey.
Yeah, DJ did stab us in the back, though.
am I starting from 0 drain or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You've had time to recharge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
We'll get to what's going on with y'all in a
I
second.
will push myself to get an extra die on this
Okay.
survey.
Because there's no position or effect here. This is just a fortune roll.
Oh, okay.
You can't fail it. This is just going to determine how good the information you get is.
Okay. Well, I won't push myself.
Yeah.
I will just roll away.
One die. It feels like you're so
We're depending
helpless.
on you.
Oh, it's a 6.
It's a 6. So the first thing you notice is that this place is just a crematorium on the upper level. Like it is part like big Gothic church and part like mortuary crematorium. The Spirit Wardens are all over the outside. There are hulls that like literally lift and drag carts full of bodies in. Carts full of bodies is probably bigger in scale than what you would be imagining. It's not literally like they're bringing in dozens and dozens a day. It is like over the time you're there, you watch these hulls bring in like probably 5 or 6 carts. Each one has a body, maybe 2. Yeah.
Any of those bodies, the blue coats that we had.
Oh, sure. Blue coats who die? Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, that's gotta be it.
Well, because like last episode, we definitely murdered a bunch.
Oh, you definitely murdered a bunch of people. Yeah. So they're like dragging those in. There isn't like there's like a big wrought iron fence and wall, and you can see that has like. Since you're prowling, I don't think you would have got this if you surveyed, but since you're prowling, there are like little etchings in the pillars between the wrought iron fence that tell you it's enchanted. This is exactly what you saw before, but what you saw before in the foyer and what you know Mortimer does. Yeah. This place is warded against ghosts and demons, which might make it difficult or hard for you to move through in some ways. Because you're not one of their hulls, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe that's a different thing entirely. We'll see what happens when we get to there.
Yeah.
The other thing you notice is that below you, Bellwether Crematorium sits over a sluice, sort of a river, a trench that runs. It's like a rain trench that runs through the city. And down there, you can see there are several sets of bars. They're too narrow for even small Steve to squeeze through, but something could potentially remove them. So those are 2 points of that's at least 1 point of ingress, but there's all sorts of stuff going up on top you might be able to take advantage of. That's what you notice. Those seem to be the only 2 entrances.
Yeah.
Either break those bars apart somehow or find a plan to... Thank you so much, True Potato Man. I appreciate it. Or
You have to flip it. It's the
You have
gotta
to every
flip it.
time somebody mentions it.
You have to learn the flip.
we're
gonna have to show you
I'm just gonna
Tresemme
bring-
commercials.
I know. I need to
Yeah.
watch Tresemme.
I'll bring a blow dryer next time.
Yeah.
I'm very bad at
compliment,
flipping my hair. You got a compliment.
Zoom in.
Oh, perfect.
So
That pleased True Potato. Man.
I'm glad, True Potato. So you might be able to find a way to sneak in through the front. There's all sorts of stuff going on there. People are coming and going. There are guards at the gates. But like I said, these hulls kind of move in and out with corpses on carts. I think what?
I have a question. Can Steve hijack another hole?
No.
I don't have that power.
I'm just.
That was a thing I could have taken.
Yeah, it is. It is very specifically like hulls are built for
The vessel.
the vessel.
Okay.
And because you're a cool player character and it's your playbook, I think you get the ability to possess machines.
It's called interface. I can attune to if I had this, it would attune to the local electroplasmic power field to control it or something connected to it, including another hull.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's-
So I never took that, but I could have.
I was wondering.
Someone real useful right now.
Well, sure. Sure.
I mean, hell, we did finish another heist. Does everyone want to take another ability?
I'm not prepared for that.
Just gotta look at it, pick one.
Yeah, just pick one. I think that's fun.
I mean, kind of a pen.
We did not level up between the last two sessions in this
That was
one.
a good
So
point.
yeah. Everybody pick another ability if you want to go with that one. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I'm taking that. That was the
That's-
one I would have taken anyway, so get the rules lawyers out of here.
No, I mean, like we are definitely playing an accelerated version of Blades in the Dark.
And there's also not many other things that a Hulk can do.
Yeah, I think you've all sat in prison for a couple days. It might be fun to think about what you've learned from what happened.
Now I'm very interested in what I could take right now.
Can I also take?
Can I also take the whole?
You can take a veteran advance.
I'm teasing. I'm
Yeah.
teasing.
You can take a veteran advance.
We'll decide this while we're in the play moments. and
Sure.
stuff, too, so.
Also, hey, if you just are like, I don't know what I want yet, hold on to it. It's fine.
Okay.
You can be like, oh, this would be the perfect moment for that.
I'm gonna hold on.
We're playing a very accelerated version of Blades in the Dark, and this is fine. You know, I
Everything's
think it'll be
fine.
fun. Also, flashbacks are like totally a thing. We play with time a lot, so it's great. So Steve, you can take that ability. What is your approach? Are you planning on?
I'm going to see. I don't know exactly how interface plays out when I do that to another hole, but I was already thinking of hiding on one of the carts going in.
Sure. Think about how you want that to work and go. Maybe you hide in the cart, and then once it's inside, you jump from its body to your body, or your body to its body. Could work, but think about a plan. And we're going to touch base with everyone else as they're sitting in their cells.
Great.
So over the past 2 days, you've kind of been languishing in these cells. Who should we pick up on first?
The traitor.
Yeah, because Mortimer, you're in a cell. It's got a stool. It's got a table. There's a jug of water.
It's a nice cell then, huh?
It's a nice cell.
One of them fancy pants cells. I got water.
And one of the sisters penitentia enters. This is did we have a name for them last time? I think it was Celine, right?
That sounds.
Celine.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. It may have been a different character, but I do have Celine written down in my notes. Celine. This is Canoness Celine. And she enters dressed in the garb of the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh. Does Mortimer have a last name?
Smythe.
Smythe.
Yeah.
Smythe. So she says, Neophyte Smythe. She like unlocks your door and enters and shuts it behind her. Neophyte Smythe. How are you?
I'm caged.
Unfortunate, yes. You understand we must take precautions. You were exposed to demonic energy in an uncontrolled environment at the hands of a heretic.
Understandable.
What were you doing there?
I explained what I was doing to the church. We were there to intercept the... what was it called? The artifact and stop the heretic. I had a feeling he was working on something perverse, and I knew it would be in better hands, our hands. But I had to expose the man before we could act.
Why did you not alert us sooner?
I alerted you before we began the job.
Based on our records, shows that you were hired previously by the Spirit Warden known as Captain Musgrave.
That is true.
And you did not inform us then of your inclinations?
We were asked to lay low by the Spirit Warden. I didn't suspect him of treason at that point. I assumed he was still working within the church.
Give me a sway.
Got him.
Or it doesn't have to be sway. What are you going to roll to convince her that you're telling the truth here?
Command?
That doesn't
No, it did
sound
not
like
sound
command, but do you want to make it command?
No, sway does sound like sway. That makes sense. I'll do sway, and I'll push myself.
Okay.
Since I'm not good at sway.
I think this is probably just risky standard because she believes you.
I think you get your +2.
You have a
Oh,
plus,
yeah!
and you have a
Yeah.
+2 to the roll.
Sick.
You just don't want to push
Thank you.
yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're actually using this +2 from last game right now too, where somebody actually donated for us to have a +2
It was
Yes.
+2 to our rolls. as well.
BFK.
Which, if you want to donate +2s or donate -2s to them, $10 let you fuck them over.
All right. That was a risky standard, right?
Help
Risky
us.
standard.
Maybe help
Don't
us.
help them.
'cause-
Don't help
No,
them.
because like most of us are in prison right now, and we have a little.
I got a
robot trying to
3.
Get us out.
So that's a 5, right? So my +2.
Don't belittle me.
I think she
Only Quillen can do that.
she says, understandable, neophyte Smythe. Your actions were well warranted. You will no longer be under scrutiny once we finish some processing. And she unlocks your handcuffs. But you will need to remain here for the time being.
How long will the time being be? That's how you talk, right? That's all the time you talk,
That was
right?
smooth.
That was
Thank
That
you.
was smooth. When is
Until the scriveners can finish the paperwork required.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Such a situation must be recorded in the ledgers. It will not be long.
As you say, sister, I am curious about my companions. Am I allowed to know what's happening to them?
Their status as heretical or faithful has yet to be judged. You call them companions. Should we find them wanting, we may need to have another conversation, Neophyte Smythe.
As you say, sister, I am confident in my faith.
But is it confident in you? And she turns and shuts the door.
Wow, that's rude. I'm just a good man trying to do good work, making
Oh, okay.
demons. I don't get it.
That was a good scene.
Good man who betrayed his friends.
Zant!
Whatever that was, the exact opposite is happening in my
You're
soul.
chained to a wall with a bag on your head.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you hear the door open. Did you do anything?
Time for snooze.
I
I can only imagine.
I just want to. Can I at least crackle? I'm not actually shooting.
It hurts you when you try.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Oh.
In fact, you realize you have iron spikes driven into. They're shallow. They're shallow, but they're in your chest and your shoulders.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that I am. Oh yeah, I still do it.
It hurts every time you try.
Yeah, every time. Yeah.
You're
Um,
into it.
The witch nails will prevent that. Your demonic blood allows it to manifest a little bit, but I would not try conjuring your little tricks in here, witch.
I think he tries, in the bag, he tries to make eye contact with the person as
You
well.
can kind of get an idea of where
So it'd be
the
completely
face is,
wrong.
but it's just looking through a bag. You can barely see. You can tell they're holding a torch because there's a little bit of yellow light bleeding through.
I think he just growls out, who's there?
I'm Canoness Celine. And who are you?
I'm, and I think he, tries to say this with as much venom in his voice as possible. I'm just a humble servant of this city.
I think if that were true, you might have some paperwork indicating such. As it stands, we know you're a witch, and we know you're a Sarkosan. So, you can answer a couple of questions, and we'll see where this goes. Or you can keep trying to fight it, and there will be a stake outside with your name on it.
Where are my friends?
It's interesting that you all keep calling each other friends, yet we found you in catacombs with a heretic performing unsanctioned sorcery. Which friends do you speak of? Is it Captain Musgrave, who we know you've worked with before? Because he's currently lying bisected on the floor of that room.
We knew not of his treachery. We only completed what we thought the Spirit Wardens asked of us.
I understand. So, you blindly followed a false prophet? Did no internal interrogation of your own? Did not consult any scripture or other members of holy faculty? Are you sure that your faith is true?
I think he like he growls and looks away, and I think he says under his breath, "This is the problem with you bureaucrats."
Oh. You want a bureaucrat? I could send in a bureaucrat. I can assure you they will tick off every single box of procedure, starting with removal of fingernails. I trust you would not find that pleasant. If you're looking for a good cop, bad cop, I can assure you you have the good one.
If I have the good one, how are the children?
What children? There were no children at the scene.
You had to have done your research on all of us. You know that I run the orphanage.
Oh, those children, not involved.
Do I have your word on that?
You run an orphanage, I do not care. There's sincerity there.
Okay. All
As
right.
as bitter and awful as it is.
She said she's the good cop, right?
Yeah.
That means is it clear to assume
there's also the sense that like
She's not a real cop.
she's not a cop.
Yeah, she's not a cop.
She's a fucking like
Torture lady.
torture nun. Like
Okay, I'm gonna use my new move.
what's your new move?
Compel.
What's that?
You can attune to the ghost field to force a nearby ghost to appear and obey a command you give it.
But it's
What's a
warded.
nearby ghost?
Super warded.
This place is really warded against such things.
So that means it
I
has to be
won't say
ghosts
it's
on the
not.
inside.
It's not impossible.
Okay. I am going to.
You're a witch. Do it.
Yeah.
You're a witch!
Could there be? So this is the crematorium. So they bring the bodies here before.
Before 24 hours after their death.
Okay.
24 hours after their death, they rise as a ghost.
Could there be any time?
Oh, there's people on that line. Not to mention the other thing you know. It's rather the thing we know, and maybe you get a sense of this, that there are ghosts here, but they are very contained. And the thing Mortimer knows is that they do experiments down here on ghosts.
Oh, can I reach out to the most pissed off one?
Yeah.
It's not Steve. It's not Steve.
Not there
Yeah,
yet.
you can reach out to the most pissed off one. I'm going to tell you this is a desperate action.
Oh, yeah.
Simply because of all the wards and everything, and the nails in you.
Oh yeah.
It's not great. You're
It's-
looking.
yeah,
You're looking at
Gonna hurt
desperate.
you.
This sucks, but my attune is at. Oh, my attune's at 2.
Honestly, what I'm going to say is it's even desperate limited.
Oof.
Can you
Okay.
bump this up in any way? Do you want to push yourself?
Well, if I push myself and we didn't heal, did we ever hit 100?
We
Yeah.
have not.
We did last.
Yeah,
we
we
did.
did.
Yeah,
did
we
last
did. And then I
episode.
think you kept stressing
Yeah,
yourself out
I-
afterward.
I stressed. Well, you
Yeah, I
did,
had
it
like
looks
4.
Well, no, because I had a little bit, so I know I at least have 4.
Are you sure?
Because you were
Yeah.
at the limit, and then we hit 100.
Yeah, and then we hit 100. Yeah, so I know.
should be
That.
clear.
So okay, I'm gonna push
Yeah.
desperate standard.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Give you desperate standard.
Desperate standard. Okay. Okay.
I believe in you.
Come on. That. Oh, it's a 5. Dang it!
Do you have a bonus token or?
I don't have a bonus token because Andrew and I used
Hey, a
them
5
last
is still
time.
good. You do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer severe harm, or a serious complication occurs, or you have reduced effect.
Okay.
2 things happen.
Oh, nice.
You said the word.
I said the word. It's 2
I
things.
know,
Happen.
2 things happen.
Who's the ghost? Who is this ghost?
Oh, he
tell me
is-
who they are.
I think during our chase, somebody died. I think there was a lot of you remember the chase, like when we were going through all the tents and everything too? We ended up at the the dance place, like the theater.
Yep.
I think their strongman died because he was trying to stop them, and the bluecoats just beat him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I know,
Jeez,
right?
you had a gruesome image.
Yeah, Octobu is over.
It's now. No, it
It's
was
now.
spook. I thought it was Spooktobu. So now it's November.
Is it November? No, I think it's just sad November.
Sad November. I'm okay with this.
November bad.
November. I was gonna say no spook November.
No good feelings.
November.
Well, there's a Noirvember.
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 That's next week.
That's next
Yeah.
week.
That's next week is Noirvember. So we get this strong man who is November, who is like being. Is this one that is on the cusp? No, because it's been a couple days. So this is one they extracted and we're specifically like working on.
Mm-hmm.
And we see them, you reach out and compel and you bring them forth and you pull them out of whatever ghost bottle they're stuck in a nearby room. And we see them appear kind of like melding through the walls here. We get like you pulling at them and they push in through the door. And of course, whenever you say strongman, all I can think of is Eugene Sandow. So this is just like a big burly dude with a mustache and short hair. What? Does it look on your face like you want to say something?
Eugene is what's that reference from?
Eugene Sandow? He was
strongman.
He was the original.
Oh, the original
strongman.
strongman.
Like,
Sorry, because I always think of Armstrong from Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh, yeah. He's kind of based off of
He
him.
he looks like Sandow.
Okay,
Absolutely.
They're both blonde,
Eugene,
right? Yeah.
Eugene Sandow is the father of bodybuilding from like 18.
That's who I want on my
something.
side right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
like
want.
he's a big like German circus performer, and like he just comes out and straight up snaps her neck.
Good God.
Whoa.
I didn't even tell him to do that.
He's just pissed.
That escalated
And
quickly.
then he's coming for you.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no!
Maybe not quite snaps her neck because I don't want her to be done that easy.
Yeah,
What
like
he does
punches her through a
is
wall.
like
I don't know.
goes to and then it stops and the charm around her neck starts glowing red hot and she turns around and is like about to like hold like fumbles through for a ghost charm and he like bats her to the side and the canoness like flies and hits a wall and like slumps a little bit and then he starts walking towards you.
Oh god! I still haven't given a command yet.
You come to stop?
I thought that was the command, is like help me or like kill her or stop her.
Okay, so I did. Okay, because
That's my bad. What
Kill-
was the command? What
well,
did you
no,
what
no,
were you trying to
'cause-
compel the ghost to do?
kill would have been the command, but I mean, it sounds like she saved herself in that particular scenario.
For a moment.
Yeah.
But it's desperate. And you have to suffer severe harm or a serious complication occurs.
So yeah,
The serious complication is
I can't control it.
Big
he's
ghost is
here,
here.
but he's not controllable. He's
Okay.
full of ghost
And
rage.
he's jacked.
God,
He's a
so
jacked ghost.
You
So
picked the
jacked.
worst one.
I did pick the worst
You should
one.
have picked Jason Thunderberg.
I should have.
Oh!
Okay.
Enemies to
Oh
lovers.
God, oh god. Oh god. I have. I'm like chained, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
You're also like blinded.
And blind.
basically.
Well, no, yeah, you're still blindfolded.
You're backheaded.
I think you can see him though.
Can I
you can
use-
perceive the ghost field, so you
Okay.
can see him.
What about my legs? Are they chained?
No.
Okay.
They're broken.
Can I use Ghost Fighter, which is one of my moves,
Yes, absolutely.
and then put it into my kicks and just kick out when I know he's close? Yeah.
I summoned you. Now die.
Again.
Okay, so you're gonna fight the ghost you summoned.
Yeah. I mean, I have to. I'm chained in this.
Yeah.
Very Zant.
He just wanted to talk.
Again, desperate standard.
Oh, okay, you do bring up a good point. Was he actually trying to kill me?
Who can say?
Was
Yeah,
he, like-
now he is.
Okay.
Yes.
Dude.
No, what I mean is like,
will kill you in return.
ghosts don't like to be controlled. You brought a pissed off, angry ghost in
You also
here.
don't like to be kicked.
All right. I mean, my skirmish is 3 dice, so I'm really hoping for this.
Yeah, you're desperate standard.
Double sixes, let's see
Double
it.
sixes, double sixes, double sixes.
Oh.
Oh no.
What'd you get?
That's a 4.
It's your highest is a
That's
4.
not too-
You do
That's
it.
4,
There's
right?
consequences: severe harm, serious complication, or reduced effect. You do it. You kick him, but severe harm.
Is it one of those like kicks and then he looks back at me?
No,
It doesn't
because
even move.
you do the thing. You succeeded. This is what you're good at. I'm not
Okay.
taking that away from you. It's just that in that, I think you go to kick him and he like grabs your leg at first, and then reaches his ghost hand inside of you and grabs your heart.
Oh no.
And you're gonna take the severe harm. I'm gonna give you a level 3 harm here. You can't act without aid if you have a level 3 harm. I'm giving you the level 3 harm.
Ghost gripped.
Oh,
Dude,
what?
Sometimes it isn't good to be grabbed by a ghost.
gripped.
I'm gonna call this grip it and rip it. No,
No, we're not calling it grip it and rip
I'm not
it.
calling it grip and rip it. This is what's a cool cardio-necrosis.
Oh.
No.
That sounds really bad.
It's severe harm.
I'm
Where's my
definitely dead.
bonitis?
Yeah.
Can I resist it?
Yeah, always. You can always resist.
Okay, so I'm gonna resist this.
I would hope so.
That has to do with prowess, right? Because I'm
Yes.
getting physically attacked.
Yes.
Okay. No.
Relax.
2 of them.
Don't die.
I don't want this in
More
my
for the
life.
Ghost gripped. Ghost gripped.
6.
Here you go.
You get a stress back. Oh no, it's only 1 6.
It's only 1 6.
Okay, then wait. Why only 1? Don't you have multiple?
No, I could only roll 2 die, and it was a 6 and a 4.
Oh, 6 and a 4. Okay, then yes, a 6. Yeah, you're good then. You don't take any stress, and you manage to kick him off. And I'm gonna create a clock for him.
Okay.
I'm gonna create a 4-step clock called Sandow Ghost. And I'm filling in 3 segments because you got a 6. And what you've now just noticed is while that was happening, the canoness fled the room. And we get like a short shot of the canoness, basically being like, we need more restraints on that prisoner, and we need a hull down here now. One of the ghosts has escaped. As she says to like a passing priest. And then finally it's like, I will be in my chambers, you interrogate the final prisoner. And she's like grabbing her shoulder, like fuck. And so she's left the dungeon at this point. But another person is gonna enter, they call for the guards are on their way. Another person enters Vesna's room. And Vesna, you are
Pissed.
You know what? What kind of room did you get? And how did you negotiate for it?
It's probably like the stateroom. Just a bunch of pillows and bullshit.
I was gonna say I just got a shitty ass room. I don't know.
Did you not
I was
manage
not
to
gonna-
negotiate for a better one? Or?
I wasn't gonna schmooze or beg for a
Okay,
better room.
all right. Then you are in the same kind of room as Zant, but you're not chained up.
No water for you.
You're not in like a really bad position.
Okay, good. I guess.
They enter, and this is going to be, Jason. What's below a canoness?
Under a canoness would be a.
Hey, 2 + 2s for JPG. Thank you, the Zach Man.
This is Zach Man. Thank you so much. I really needed
Your
this.
gold coins.
My gold coins, sir. Under a canoness would be a. For some reason, the only thing I can think of is debutante.
And they're like
But-
an acolyte or like
Yeah, I'm trying to
What are
think.
they called? What are they called? In
Could it just
in
be like
Darkest
a-
dungeon? There's a Vestal.
A Vestal. I love Darkest Dungeon, by the way.
Yeah, second one's really good. I've been playing it. So this is going to be Vestal Jessamine, and she enters your room and says, "Ma'am,
Oh, she's nice.
is there
I'm in a prison.
your ma'am? You were found at the scene of the crime."
She's the weak one.
What crime was that?
Aiding and abetting a heretic.
What proof of that do you have?
I really wanted to be like, oh shit.
You
I
were
got
found
nothing.
at the scene of the crime.
So were the
Your si- your-
sisters
your
penitentia.
But yes, they were there on official business. You were
I was running away.
from my understanding, and she like pulls out a notebook. Is like from a house possessed by a demonic artifact that you brought there.
Yes, under the Spirit Warden's orders.
Flip. It says that Spirit Warden was the heretic in question, and you are now
And so I
suspected
ran
of
away. So
being-
would you rather I'd given it to him?
That is... Well, you did give it to him.
I didn't give it to him. I took it.
But you... The four of...
If I gave it to him, he would have it.
He's dead, and we have it now because we took it from him after you gave it to
No,
him. Oh,
you took it from me,
I did... Yes, but...
not from him.
You... Okay, what is your goal here? You just
Be
trying
a
to fuck with
boss?
Yeah,
her? Okay,
I want out. I'm not guilty. I didn't do anything.
Okay. Are you just trying to convince her you aren't guilty here?
Yes, not really convinced. I'm just. That's what happened. That's not-
Right. So
yeah.
what I'm saying is you're literally just telling it to her straight.
Yeah.
Is that
And she doesn't seem to be very confident in what she's.
No, which is why I'm like, are you trying to take advantage of that and like brute force the conversation? Are you trying to double talk her? Essentially, what do you want to roll to convince her of this?
Can you hunt down her insecurities?
Would it be a sway?
I think sway works. I think a lot of things could work.
Because I just want to get to the point. Why is she here? What does she want from me?
Oh, I think she says, it is my job to adjudicate whether or not we do fully believe you were in league with a heretic, and whether or not punishment or judgment will be passed, or another potential use or other course of action will be enacted.
Are they the legal authority in this city? Because there's no real authority, right?
They are part of the state-sanctioned religion, and they're part of the state-sanctioned religion, and part of that religion is the Spirit Wardens, which answer directly to the Emperor. You're working with nuns when the head of state is the Pope. So yes.
Okay. I guess we could just say sway, because I'm trying to say the Emperor gave us an order, and I followed through. Until I found out he was a heretic, and so then I ran. So why am I guilty for doing the right thing?
Give me a sway. That's very good. I like that.
I have nothing in sway.
You have nothing in sway, but that is controlled.
Don't forget you push
Standard.
yourself.
You have your
at
gold
disadvantage.
coins.
And
You have your gold coin, yeah.
So you get a +2 to this regardless.
If you have 0, you roll 2. You take the lower. If you
Yeah.
push yourself, you'll just roll 1.
I don't want to push myself this
Right.
time.
You get +2
maybe
anyway.
not, yeah. So you take the lower one.
I got a 5 total then. 'Cause you were 3.
With the +2?
Yeah.
Okay. On controlled, on a 5, you hesitate, withdraw, and try a different approach, or else do it with a minor consequence. A minor complication occurs, you have reduced effect or suffer less harm, or you end up in a risky position. Okay, I think she's like, that's, no, that makes sense. I think she's like, well, but by that logic, of course you're not a heretic. You were just following the orders, just like I would.
Is this like her third day, like on the job right now?
Yes.
This is her first day without a supervisor watching her.
God, she's so worried.
It's like I can't even call my supervisor. She's on lunch.
Just got kicked by a ghost strongman. I can't call her right now.
So I think at this point she is. What's the penalty here? Is that I'm trying to figure out. You hesitate is the thing it says. So do you want to do it with a minor consequence, or have reduced effect, or suffer lesser harm?
Minor consequence.
Okay. The minor consequence here is that she's like, okay, well, then that all seems to be in order, and I can let you out, but I must escort you, and to a Spirit Warden, and tell them, and then they can escort you out. So if you'll please follow me, and she opens the door for you. But she has to go with you. You're free, but she has to go with you.
Has to,
Beat the
or can
game.
I resist?
You can resist a bad thing, yeah.
Okay, so since you said we could take a new ability,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the lyrics. Where is it? Ghost Veil. You may shift partially into the ghost field, becoming shadowy and insubstantial for a few moments. Take 2 stress when you shift, plus 1 stress for each extra feature.
Okay.
I want to escape.
So it's just like, oh, you can go, and then...
I want to shift, yeah.
Okay.
Turns around, you're gone.
So do you do that like the second the doors open? Or do you
think...
resist? Do you resist her following you, and then she like lets you go and you just turn invisible?
I was thinking as we're walking and she's escorting me. She turns back.
Okay, so you don't have to resist it then.
She just like turns around and you're gone.
Yeah.
I'm in so much trouble.
This is not a good third day.
So I did.
I haven't even had my lunch break yet. I'm covering for someone.
She's like, I gotta call this in.
This poor child.
Okay, so read that. Do you have to push yourself to do that?
Yes.
Okay, so you have to spend 2 stress.
2 stress plus 1 stress for each extra feature. So it could last for a few minutes, or you can become invisible rather than shadowy, or you may float through the air like a ghost.
Yeah. You gonna spend extra for any of those?
I will do... Well, no, because... No, I think it's fine. Just to get out and escape.
Okay. Yeah, you gotta give me a roll to get away from her without being seen.
Okay. Prowl?
Oh, absolutely. I think that applies here.
Oh, you got 2 in prowl.
And this is controlled. You're shadowy in a dungeon.
5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, you hesitate or withdraw, try a different approach. Minor complications, the same thing. I think you get away, but you're in a risky position now. You go from controlled to risky because you turn and, like you said, she looks back. She's like, oh no. And she like fumbles and pulls out puts her torch and like lights a lantern with it. And she's now like walking the halls looking.
Mom, I need you to come pick me up. Today's not going well.
Give me a second. I cut myself on something and I'm bleeding. I'll be right back.
That was part of the spooky effect.
So
he looked at me and was straight face and said, I'm bleeding. And I was like, this is cool now.
Yeah, right. So we're just going to take this time in order to talk about, thank you again for joining us here on Perception Studios on a Thursday evening. Just to let you know, you can help us out with donations tonight in order to help us through the story. I don't know. It's every time I don't.
You gotta reach
I
farther.
gotta reach further. At $10, you can add either +2 or -2. To any sort of rolls that we're going to be doing. We usually like to apply this to the next roll that we're doing, so it's a little bit more immediate. At $15, we got these clocks up here, and if you fill a clock, something bad and crazy happens. If somebody in the chat could put exclamation point clock so they can explain. But at 4, bunch of prison ghosts start attacking. At 6, what was 6 again, guys? 6
was
again?
the lockdown.
Oh, the lockdown where the spirit ravens come out.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah,
spirit
And then
ravens.
the 8-step clock is
Ghost Ocean.
the Ghost Ocean.
it-
Ghost,
Oh,
the Ghost Chin, if you will.
crematorium.
The Ghostion.
Oh my god.
Ghost Ocean.
Are you proud of that one?
Yeah.
God, I hate it. Okay. And last but not least is going to be $25. That's going to be for... Oh, God, I do that every time. That's going to be to add any sort of character. This could be something funny. This could be something helpful. This could be something not
It could
helpful.
be you.
It could be you, yeah.
It could
at
be a
this
character
point,
that
yeah.
we met already.
And it could be a character. that we
JPG
met.
really wants to meet
could
the
be a
tall
doppelganger.
dancing lady again.
Just donate $25 so I can have a tall lady in this. That's
really
kind of
pushing
in
that
love.
tall lady
with
agenda.
Stop
me, okay?
fetishizing the tall women.
No, it's just I'm not. Just let me have this,
You got him.
okay?
You got him.
So at 100, which we're about 80 away. Can somebody point at it? I can never do
He's
this.
gonna hurt us.
Yeah.
Down.
So at 100, if we get there, all of our stress clears. So now we can do even cooler things
I
in the
have
game.
a lot of stress.
But something immediately bad happens too. So anything that you can donate right now, it helps us
Does it
keep
help
all the
with
lights on. And yeah, donate a tall woman for JPG. Zach, you are my hero right now. Yeah. Just
Hashtag donate a tall one.
Donate a tall woman. Yeah.
Yeah, for my birthday.
Whose birthday?
your birthday?
Oh, it is your birthday.
Katie's is
Tomorrow.
soon.
Katie's is
Tomorrow.
soon. I'm so
Tomorrow.
sorry.
Wow.
And then mine's next week.
Next
Wow.
week.
So Katie's birthday's tomorrow. Lauren's is next week.
Lauren
Mine
doesn't
is
waiting for
next
his birthday.
month.
Keep asking him.
So yeah.
Today?
DJ, get me a tall woman.
It's Ryan's birthday today.
Okay.
Ryan's birthday's today?
And your
Happy birthday, Sky Daddy
Happy
Ryan.
birthday to Sky Daddy Ryan!
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Mine was
Scorpio
exactly 3
baby.
months ago.
So nice. All right.
There's a lot of us.
Lauren, have you stopped?
Yeah,
bleeding?
I've got a band-aid on, and I'm no longer mysteriously bleeding.
And you got a beer.
And I got a beer.
To help
All
with
right.
bleeding.
Beers and band-aids. It's my new Blades in the Dark hack.
Sounds like a band.
It does sound like a band, along with the
Ghost Riot.
They're opening for Ghost
Psychopomps.
Riot.
Yeah, they are definitely opening for
Psychopomps.
Ghost Riot. So yeah, that's how you can donate. I'm so sorry.
The important thing is Lauren isn't bleeding anymore.
Important thing is I'm not bleeding everywhere
And we found
anymore.
out it's Ryan's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh no. I can't.
Okay. So here's the setup. We've got Mortimer absolved of basically was about to be let out of his cell. An angry Sandow ghost on the run. And
On the run, or is he still trying to fight me?
still trying to fight you. So still trying to fight you.
Damn it.
But also not controlled and on the run. Vesna's just out.
Yeah,
And
what
good.
the hell?
Beat the game.
There is a nun trying to search the catacombs for her. And what is your approach to the start of the heist? Because you're the one breaking in.
Yeah.
So let's go through it.
love this.
What's your approach?
I'm gonna try
Planning,
This is
planning
like-
and load.
This isn't even Ocean's 4. This is like Ocean's Knuckleheads. This is like.
This is Ghost Ocean.
Oh,
This is like
Oh,
the
yeah.
worst heist movie.
Yeah. So Steve,
Stupid.
he's at a vantage point where he can see one of these carts that's about to be filled.
Mm-hmm.
Slathers up with the squid juice.
Goose. Goop. Goop.
What?
The squid
I was
goose.
trying to say goop, but then you said juice, so I said goose.
Squid goose.
Goosh. Squid
No,
goosh.
that's not.
Yeah, let's see. No, it's canon now.
Oh.
You've been
So Steve
goosh.
is just covered in squid goosh.
I don't like that word.
What was her name? Gwendolyn?
Quellen.
Quellen's patented squid goose.
Yeah.
Oh.
Squid goose is my favorite show on Netflix
Sounds
right
like
now.
something you use for it.
I was waiting
Like a
for.
topical cream.
Oh, I was waiting for one of us to get there.
It sounds like douche. That's why you're thinking.
Probably, yeah. You gotta use it.
Squid goosh. Let's go.
So
me.
Steve is invisible but smelly,
Uh-huh.
and
What else is new?
yeah, just make a
Yes.
make a run for
Ain't
the
that just
cart.
the way?
Yeah, so are dead bodies there, right?
It's a different
Oh,
kind of smell. This is a squid stink.
Why do they smell like
Do
squid?
you know what a dead body smells like?
Mortimer does.
Good save.
Yeah, they bought that one. They bought it.
I'm in the clear.
I'll take the bus home tonight.
I love talking to your drink where it's like, yeah, I got it. I did it. That's good. No, got that.
They don't.
I'm in the clear.
Okay, so you run and jump into one of those carts, and that's your. It sounds like stealth. And
Yeah.
that's your entry point is via the cart.
Mm,
So you start with 1 die for sheer luck.
cool.
Is this overly complicated or what?
No, right? This is no.
I
He
feel like I have
just
the
jumped in
panel
with a
judging.
Jumped in a
Yeah.
cart.
Oh,
yeah.
Jumped in a dead body.
Yeah,
pile.
you jumped in with the dead body. You get the extra die for Quellen helping.
Cool.
Are there factors you don't know about? No. Does this hit them where they're weakest? The trouble is, if they didn't have ghost wards, if this was anyone other than a hull, it would probably be pretty good. So you don't get the bonus die for that one.
Alright.
Do they have a better tier than you? Yes.
Yeah,
They do. They have a higher tier than your crew. Your crew has good weapons. Not good stealth stuff. So
Cares
you're
can
down
be a
to a
weapon.
single die.
Oh, great. Okay.
That's true.
All right, let's do this, Andrew.
And I can't. Can I push myself on this one?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You're extra stinky.
Yeah, this is gonna be stinky for real.
Let's stink this thing up.
Actually, you know what? I am going to give you the extra die for hitting them where they're weakest. That feels appropriate
Well,
because,
because-
you're taking a different route than just like being a ghost. And like if you were trying to fly in and descend from above, I think that would be bad.
I would be wearing a cape. That's
Anyone see a
He does that.
flying doll?
He does that Mario 3 thing with the cape.
Wine?
God.
Sadly.
All right. Here I go. Yes.
Yeah,
Do
2
the
dice.
thing.
Oh, a 6. Yeah, that'll do.
You're in.
Poggers.
You're past the first obstacle. You get brought in through the front doors, and you get the cart just.
What body is with me?
There's like a guy, and he's got long blonde hair. So finally awake, aren't you?
God damn it.
I hate you so much.
No, it's
Skyrim reference.
Is it Captain Jason Thunderburger?
it's generic corpse number 5.
Oh, it's my
Okay.
favorite.
That's my favorite scent.
Generic corpse number 5.
Oh god, I'm so
a
worried.
new scent from Quellen.
So worried about this whole crew right now.
Smells like death.
Corpse number 5.
Oh
Lord.
It'll knock him dead.
Oh,
that's good. You should be in marketing.
You should definitely be in marketing.
Wow.
Well, why should we hire you? I had a great pun once.
You're hired.
I'll take.
It's generic corpse number 5. It's just like it's a person who probably got like stabbed to death in an alleyway.
All right.
Corpse number 5. You're kind of like in that cart with them, and I think like you go. The hull is just like.
Yeah. What does the hole look like?
The hulls they use are meant for like manual labor and fighting demons. They're big. Touchstones for me for them are they're like big and bulky, very triangular, littler legs, but big bulky arms, and kind of like I always imagine a glass dome on their head.
Oh, I like
so
that.
like my thoughts here are straight up like season 1 of DuckTales when Lil Bulb becomes the big like thing.
Like it.
And also I forget what they were called, but in
Oh God, Ryan!
That's fantastic.
Hell yeah.
It was what were they called in not Big Daddies, but in BioShock Infinite, the handymen.
Oh,
Were like big clockwork bodies with like organs, but these are just like big clockwork bodies with like a big bubble that's full of like ghost energy.
Oh, sweet.
Like if that's again deeper pulls than people are gonna get.
Like the guy from Hellboy?
Exactly. Okay, that's exactly where I was going. Is what if they took
The German
it's
guy.
Dr. Klaus, and they put like Dave Bautista in his outfit.
Okay, I get it. I get
All
it.
right,
Is
all
that?
right.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
That's really good.
The Bautistas.
Johann Kraus was
Did
his name.
you?
Yeah, the Bautistas.
I
Yeah.
hate you.
They're Bautistas.
I like it.
So that's like what they are, and like again, these ones don't speak. They're much more docile than you. Just like,
Much
like
more
one of the
docile,
Spirit
they kill
Wardens like
demons.
pulls back the tarp and is like, this one stinks. Must have died at the fish market. Throws it back over and lets you go in. You're in.
You're in, bro.
And this thing just keeps going like clunk, 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 keeps walking. What do you do?
Well, I kind of want to get to the point where the body's going to get dumped, and then I'll interface with this hole.
Okay.
Ooh.
You wait, and you are taken to a room. You can tell you're going down. You're going down a ramp. And you end up in. Can Small Steve feel sensations? If it was hot, would Small Steve know it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hot,
Small,
yes.
Small Steve feels the heat
Yeah.
of this room, and you kind of poke your head out from the tarp, and there is just like furnaces with green flame, and there are Spirit Wardens here with like long white leather gloves that go all the way up to their shoulders, like carefully picking up corpses and then putting them on like a thing and cranking it so that they are slowly moved into the green
I
furnace.
feel so bad for this intern that's going to be coming up on this right now.
And that's where you are. You're in that room. What do you do?
Yeah, I'll interface. So I attune to connect with another hole.
Yeah. Do you like take control of it completely?
That's what it says.
Cool.
It says you may attune to the local electroplasmic power field to control it or something connected to it, including another hole.
Yeah, you can control that hole. Give me an attune. I think this is probably. These are more simple than you.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's risky standard.
Wow.
I'll take it.
Control.
And I'll push myself.
Control.
I need to.
This is a game show.
Oh!
It could be. We're rolling.
Tell him what he's won, Steve.
He gets a whole model. Something about the prison.
Oh no.
He doesn't get that.
I'm embarrassed. This is a double one.
A double one. Things go badly. You suffer harm. A complication occurs. You end up in a desperate position. I know what this is, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
You do it, but you've never done this before, and you're not entirely certain how to dissipate a ghost.
Just in there with you.
No, they swap bodies.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool! Freaky Friday.
Yeah. Freaky Friday.
Oh, wait, it's not Friday.
You're in, and to be clear, this is a, you are now entering, and we're doing things a little weird. You know, have a heavy load,
Yeah.
and that one is in your body.
Look back at it.
And you're in the big one now.
Yeah.
You've got the cart, and one of the Spirit Wardens like comes over and like takes the corpse and like tries to roll it out of the cart. When small Steve, who is now possessed by the other ghost, is like, "Where am I? What? Huh? Oh God!
No.
Oh, I can speak.
He's still
I have
invisible.
Too many teeth. Too many teeth. And
He's still invisible.
still invisible." And the Spirit Warden's like, "What the fuck?" Drops the corpse.
Yeah.
And is like
I'm gonna.
trying to see if it's speaking. And someone like they all start freaking out.
Yeah.
And you've got about a split second to act. What
Yeah.
do you do?
I mean, I know where my body was, so I'm reaching for that just to grab it, and then I'm gonna run. I'm gonna grab me and run.
You grab you and you run. You start booking it. You're a heavy hull, so you're a bit slow.
I imagine the other guy's still
bulky.
screaming.
Yeah, it is. It's, oh my God! Oh!
And this hole the hole that I'm in can't speak at all.
No,
Yeah.
it can't speak at all. So you're running. Give me a roll to run away from them.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Show us a runaway roll, please.
You're in worse shape than I am.
Running.
Not going great.
I love it.
I don't know. Is that what even would that be?
Finesse?
Yeah, finesse.
Finesse?
It's generally
Prowl?
prowl.
Okay,
Generally,
well, my
it's
prowl is
prowl.
good then. So
In this
I
body?
think this is
Take those out.
the
That's
stats stay the
shameful.
same. It's like how well he can puppet things. I think you're at you're going at a desperate dude. Like
yeah.
it's a big weird body.
You're
Where's
carrying
that
an
hole fucking
invisible.
going?
Also, they're like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, get back here! No. I think one of them like holds up like the control rod, and it's like not working, and they're like, what the fuck? This is not
Yeah.
supposed to happen.
He grabs like nothing.
That there was a scream. Our ghost slave robot grabbed nothing and then ran away.
Also, the smell's gone now, though. That's nice.
Also, it doesn't smell like squid corpse. Something is happening here.
Looks like this day's looking up.
Here we go.
0 days since last incident.
Yeah.
Okay, a 3.
Not good. Not good. Because I said desperate. It's
running out of the
Rough for
rolls.
Steve right now.
It's the worst outcome. You suffer severe harm, a serious complication occurs, you lose this opportunity for action.
Oh my God, we all.
I'm gonna
get out
say,
and Steve
yeah,
gets captured.
you lose this opportunity for action. They're right behind you. You're not getting away. You can't outrun them. They're fast, but you're strong.
I like to imagine he's running in place while one of them like has his suit. He just keeps running.
Let's pop back downstairs. What's going
Meanwhile-
on? Meanwhile, Mortimer, what's
It's a scary face, Lauren. I don't like
what's
that.
happening? You're sitting there. You start to hear like shouting, very distant shouting.
Just another day here in the bell tower, I suppose. I look out at myself. I can see anything, can I?
There's a row of cells here. There's someone opposite you. You don't know who they are. There's just another cell there. The
Could be that
ground
Boolean
here is
reference.
like cobblestone. It's very dank. It is not. You can see light passing over the wall, and it's not torchlight. It's not flickering. And there's like a muffled like, oh God, God, where'd you go? Oh, shit.
What do?
What the fuck is that voice?
It's the fucking nun trying to find Katie.
Oh!
I thought it was the other cell.
Yeah.
No! That's definitely... We gotta give her a name because she's having a rough day right now.
It's Vestal Jessamine.
Jasmine. Okay, gotcha.
Sister, are you in need of assistance?
A snitch on you?
No.
Like, oh,
I'm gonna get out of here.
you're not supposed to be out until paperwork is cleared.
I'm not out. I'm just asking if you need assistance.
Well, that would require you to be out.
He's just screaming it.
What?
You're just screaming it. So she can hear it.
Look left.
What's happening right now? I hear a lot of commotion. I'm a little concerned.
I don't know what's happening. Hey, the Zach Man just tipped $25. Uma Thurman as Beatrix Kiddo from Kill Bill coming in at 5 feet 11 and a quarter inches.
That is still like
181 centimeters. What a weird.
Is that how tall she
Really
is?
specific. Is that?
Is she good or is she bad?
Also, was Beatrix Kiddo her name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called her the kid, right?
You find that out
Tricks
in
are
the
for
second volume.
kids. There's a
Did I
bit about it.
Did I watch that movie?
It's why Bill always calls her Kiddo.
I remember Bill always calling her Kiddo. I didn't know her name was Beatrix Kiddo.
Beatrix, yeah.
What the fuck?
And then the baby at the end, like the little girl at the end is
Whoa,
is
spoilers.
baby. So
How old is that bloody
for
movie?
15,
not seen
16,
it?
17-year-old
I
movie.
I was in middle school. I think.
Oh, I hate this whole cast.
What? I'm gonna be 30. All right.
I hate this whole cast.
Don't
I'm about
brag.
48.
I'm not bragging.
I still think this counts as a tall woman because I'm about three.
No.
No, it's
I'm
not.
like-
This ain't your tall woman.
I'm
I think
3'8"
why
on a
is that
good day, you guys.
Rated for the tall woman.
Oh, because one of the
And half of that is hands.
Yeah.
it's tall Uma Thurman.
Slap him.
As Beatrix Kiddo
Knock him
from
out of the
Kill
room.
Bill.
Oh no!
What's her name?
How do I do I can't do Uma Thurman.
You gotta figure out where she's coming in.
Different movie.
Wrong film.
I know that.
But that'll get you in the headspace. You really gotta.
you gotta get
really
in
gotta. I sense it. You start doing that, you get headspace.
Or all nature puns. Just every nature pun you could possibly think of.
Oh yeah, Adam and Evil. You gotta.
Yeah. Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
What?
Was that
She was
not
Poison
anybody
Ivy.
else's? Like,
In
oh
Batman?
god, am
She
I
was
into this?
Poison
I'm into this.
Ivy
Are you-
and Batman and Robin.
Uma Thurman was yes, dude.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Good night. How is it I could be like, hey, y'all remember Christopher Walken from Mouse Hunt and I don't fucking know Uma Thurman was Poison Ivy and Batman and Robin.
How did you
Yeah,
know?
that's pretty bad.
She's also in the producer.
Did you know Arnold
I know
Schwarzenegger
she was in the
it?
producers. Yes, I know Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You know
was
what
in it.
killed the dinosaurs?
Uma Thurman in Batman and Robin was like, am I into this? Yes, I'm into this.
Yes, obviously. But it's been I haven't seen that since I was in elementary school.
Oh,
maybe?
there's an incredible drinking game for the Batman and Robin film.
It's
by the
also.
way.
I mean, they're good movies.
Yeah, they're.
How can you-
I love
how can
it.
you-
I love them.
How can you have a drinking game for a thing that's already
Every time there's an ice pun, you have to drink.
okay? So
Hell yeah.
that's just
You-
set a timer, drink it 15 seconds.
In the
Drink it
first
in a minute
6
thirty.
minutes, I finished 4 beers.
But I mean,
last time I
like,
watched this.
it's gonna be the same every time. That's the candy land of drinking games.
Yeah, but I
Your
mean,
important thing is you're getting drunk while you're watching the.
I can just do that by drinking.
Yeah, but you make a game out of it.
Alright.
All right.
Alright.
We should probably keep moving. We should
we should
Which
keep
Uma
moving.
Thurman are you?
Which Uma Thurman am I?
Well, it's
This is
Beatrix
okay.
Kiddo.
Beatrix Kiddo.
but also helpful or harmful?
Yeah, helpful or harmful? It's
Shit.
an interesting one. We'll find. Yeah, tell us, tell us, Zach, man, whether or not they are protagonistic or antagonistic. But I think we'll get to Beatrix Kiddo in a moment. As Vestal Jessamine is like, prisoner's gone missing, and you're still in question. The stamp hasn't been like approved. I can't let you. What do you do?
I'm trying to help you, sister. I am a servant of the church. Here under false pretenses, you know I'm going to be set free. Let me help you.
I sure could use it. Give me a roll. What are you
did
rolling?
not
Am I
learn her
commanding?
I
lesson.
feel so bad for Jessamine right
She
now.
did not learn anything from the last experience.
Am I commanding?
Look, I can do like 3 characters, and one of them is exasperated bureaucrat. So, if they have any narrative agency, she's unexpectedly smitten.
Yes!
Come on. Don't just hand that to him. Gotta earn it. All right.
Now-
You can hand me whatever you want because
Snake
these
Woman's gonna
hands
be
will
mad
take
at you.
anything.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Justice for Jessamine.
She can hand you whatever she wants because she can reach the top shelf.
That is a good point.
Okay.
I do have a lot of ladders in my home, so.
Christ.
I believe that.
What's my effect on this roll?
You are in
You don't just give Alex a
controlled
helping hand?
standard position.
Shoot her through.
That's the worst too, because Alex is
God damn it.
Alex is shorter than me.
You're done.
Roll.
You're done.
Roll in the thing.
It's
I missed it.
It's like a 4x4 hole, man.
I got a 4.
A 4 uncontrolled. You hesitate, withdraw, different approach.
We're gonna leave that.
So she's like,
It's the same result Katie got.
yeah. I think what she does is go, I'm already in enough trouble as it is, and then like fumbles. There's the clanking of keys, and she's like click. And I think she says, she says, I'm gonna need all the help I can get. And then she unlocks the other cell, and inside is Beatrix Kiddo.
Oh, you're smart.
It's like, sister Kiddo.
She's a sister?
I understand. I am using the authority invested in me to remove you from solitary early, because I need help tracking down.
Why was she in there?
It doesn't matter. I need help tracking down an escaped prisoner
She was
and
a
suspected
bad girl.
heretic who convinced me that she was not a heretic and then ran away, which makes me think she is a heretic.
Sister, be still. Have faith. We are in this together.
And again, Uma Thurman as Beatrix Kiddo is like, I will need my sword.
It's a really good Uma Thurman.
I can't do an Uma
Yeah,
Thurman.
no.
Just like give me my sword.
She needs a
We'll
katana.
solve
I
this.
need my sword.
She's got the jumpsuit, but it's like a nun jumpsuit.
Of course, a nun suit.
Oh, nun jumpsuit.
please, calm down, please. He's getting too excited over here.
I'm hitting too many
raise the
buttons.
cat.
Buttons.
This is
not
hitting a
helping.
lot of buttons,
Yeah.
you guys.
All right.
You said nun jumpsuit.
Hey,
I gotta
look,
Google something
Tell
later.
me
women.
18 plus. We are not in a hot tub. We are not in a hot tub.
Tall women, poison ivy, nun jumpsuits. This is hitting a lot.
How many
of
times do you think about
buttons.
nun jumpsuits in your day?
You sure this isn't Alex contributing? I think so. Jessamine is like, I just need the prisoner's invisible.
Is she what's causing all that commotion I'm hearing?
I don't know what that is.
That may be related, sister.
Also, and then there's just like muffled sounds of a fight in another cell. I don't know what's happening there.
Shall I investigate the fight then?
Yes, please. You help me. She turns to Sister Kiddo and is like, please help me find the invisible individual.
Send the nun jumpsuit to me.
Oh, for God's
That's
sake.
Oh
what the
yeah, does the
fans
nun
want.
jumpsuit go
That is
into?
what the
Okay,
fans want.
That's what the fans won. The nun jumpsuit goes to investigate.
I assume you know the escaped convict was me.
Do I know that?
I would assume.
It's, you know
right?
it's
You know our
it's going to
skills.
be one of them.
Yeah, that's
And he said she.
So yeah, nun jumpsuit like goes and like takes the keys and opens the door. And what do we see when Beatrix Kiddo the nun opens the door and inside is Zant chained to a wall with iron spikes in him,
Doing Chun-Li kicks.
doing Chun-Li kicks against
She's-
Eugene
Just-
Sandow the ghost.
Just glistening. Oh my
Suddenly
god.
he is shirtless. He wasn't before.
Oh yeah.
In the fight, some
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the Sandow ghost has just been ripping my shirt
Yeah, let's have some
apart.
fights,
No,
right?
right
Just
as
rip their
you-
clothes
right-
off?
right as
That's
she
I
walks
remember
in.
Ghost going that way.
Yeah,
that's
right?
that's
It's
how
just
that movie
whatever,
went.
right? Yeah.
Jesus
This is too
Christ.
much.
Oh god. Wait, so is it my turn now?
What's up?
He's a restaurant.
What's up? There's a
Yeah,
nun.
it's
There's a nun in a nun jumpsuit with a katana.
Mm-hmm. Can I see this now? Do I have the
Yeah,
bag
she
on?
opened the door.
Okay, but I saw the bag on my head.
Oh, you saw the door. I guess you heard the door open.
Okay, cool. I think like as I'm like kicking and like and trying to get out of the chains, if the person who entered the door could help, that would be very appreciated.
Okay. Yeah, she'll aid. She'll give you an extra die on this.
Can I
We see her like draw her sword and move in and start to attack this ghost.
Okay, so she's attacking
She's
the ghost.
attacking Eugene Sandow.
Okay, gotcha. If she's given me that chance, is there a way for me to break out of these chains right now?
Yeah, give me a wreck.
Whoa.
Sounds like a wreck. Sorry, don't give me a wreck. It sounds like a wreck.
I don't have anything in wreck.
Skirmish the wall.
But I do have 2 +2s right
Oh,
now.
that's true, yeah.
You can go for the wreck. I mean,
You're
you
basically
can you could just fucking lightning it. Do the cool thing where you're like, I don't care, and like burst out.
But it gets me really dangerously close to getting too stressed.
Yeah, something will happen if
2,
that
4,
occurs.
6, 8. Yeah, because then I would have 1 more pip open.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta be hot in front of this nun jumpsuit. So yeah, we're
You don't even visually know, but you sense.
Oh, I sense. I definitely sense. Okay.
There is a hot nun in the room.
By the way she walked, you could tell how tall she was.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is my type of lady.
You heard 2 footsteps and you went, "Oh my god, so tall."
That gate, though.
What's that gate do?
She's at least 5'11".
Okay. So I'm gonna lightning out of it.
That's so weird.
I'm just gonna lightning out
Girl,
of
you
this.
got a moderate amount of height on you. I can tell.
5'11" is moderate?
I'm 5'11". I don't consider myself tall.
Yeah. Do
But
you
you're
understand
not
why
a
I'm so
woman.
attracted to you?
Aw.
Don't make it weird. Let's roll.
Okay, so I'm attuning. Okay.
It's already
Glass of water is shaking like a Jurassic Park.
Only I had the water in my
There you
stomach.
go.
Okay. I have a 6 in there, but there's also a 4. I'm gonna use another one
To
in
bump
order
that up to a crit.
To a crit.
You take out Eugene Sandow.
In front
While
of
I'm breaking out?
Yeah, that's the crit. I'm giving you that as an extra effect.
Yes.
Oh, did you roll the extra die for her?
No, because Tempest gives me an extra die because I'm pushing myself.
Okay, so, but she's helping, so you'll get an extra.
Oh, I get an extra one?
So maybe save roll an extra one. If it's a 6, then you can save that +2.
It's not.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
So you've got you manage to like break the chains. You lightning yourself. They melt or slag. You push the irons out of your shoulder. Like you're cooler than what these fucking like weird inquisitors did to you. And together, you and her take out the Eugene Sandow ghost. So I'm removing the Sandow ghost clock.
Are you forming a harem?
No. Maybe. Yes.
No.
That was a real quick decision.
So a lot of these orphans need moms, okay?
Except then she like pushed. Oh, no, I can't. That's too horny.
Lauren, look into my eyes and do this
Don't
right
do
now.
it, please.
Oh yes.
Just imagine she's a clone.
I think like as she like cuts through, you and her like cut through you punch the ghost, she cuts through it, and she like takes a step back and is like, they tell me you're a heretic.
Oh, and it's definitely that like I like turn and like push my hair back and it's all
Oh
sweat.
my god.
Yeah.
Drinking again.
I'm only trying to do good, milady.
The harem
Jesus
to mom pipeline.
Christ.
A harem to mom pipeline?
Yeah, you
That.
Oh my god!
No.
Orphans need moms.
Orphans need moms. Okay, orphans need moms.
What is this? Freaking iron-blooded orphans?
Oh. Yeah, so I just say
I don't know how to respond to that. I need some breathing room. Let's go to someone else.
good idea.
Mortimer, what's it look like as you are helping search for Vesna?
Zach, thank you.
I'm
Thank you so
actively
much.
trying to stop her from searching for Vesna.
Okay. I heard something over there.
No, it's over there, sister.
What does that look like?
I'm just
what
trying
are you
to
doing?
make small talk with her and distract her.
Okay, you're trying to distract her?
Yeah.
All right. Give
Tell
a-
me of your time here, sister. You seem fairly new.
Yes, but the prisoner, we have to, brother, neophyte, we have to find.
It's important you steel yourself. I find it calming to discuss careers.
Careers. I don't have any. What do you mean a career?
This is your career, is it not?
This is my calling.
Your calling, yes, my calling as well. We are
Call-
bonding now.
Good save.
See?
Good save.
Neophyte, a calling and a career are very different things.
That's very correct.
Why'd you say career?
You're testing her.
It's a test, sister.
Test. Oh,
You've done well.
I have.
Yes.
Wait, is this all a test?
Yes. To test you under pressure, you see.
Have I passed?
I believe so.
Give me a roll. We're rolling at this point.
Yeah, she's not even like in her 90 days of deployment right now.
Wait, does this mean I get health care?
No.
Yeah, do you get like afterlife care in this?
No. That's not a
You
thing.
become a hole.
That's the best situation.
Best situation is you become a
She
hole.
couldn't even take all Spirits Day off.
Oh, she's working.
Am I consorting or am I...
Oh, that might be a consort.
I'm not good at that either.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to offer up something you were good at.
I'm good at commanding. That's what I'm good at.
I think I need a little command is fine, but it's probably still pretty close to desperate unless you do something to make that.
Come, sister. Let us return to the one who was testing you to see your results.
Ah, there you go. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Seen this
You did it. You did it. That's a command. I think. It's a risky standard.
Show me. Risky standard. That's a 6, baby.
Oh.
It's a 6.
Wow.
Oh, we're trying to... Somebody wants us to recruit the bureaucrat.
Steven wants to stab a bureaucrat out to you.
Thank goodness. I was so worried that my faith had been tested and that I would have ended up in the flesh pits.
Oh.
This is not great. Oh.
There's also
Panic attack over. That would have been.
gruesome, I know.
Yes. So we're going to see Canada Celine.
I believe she's indisposed. I heard she was...
Wait, was she not the one testing me?
she may have been, but she has a stand-in. I believe.
And their office is
Down the hall.
that's just into the labs and further into the catacombs. Is there a secret canoness office?
There certainly is, sister. Allow me to show you to the
I'm learning
secret office.
so much.
Definitely seen this movie before.
Yes. You sure? Is there a black couch in it?
There's 100%.
Stop it.
I'm sorry. It's just we're making a harem.
No.
We're being gross.
You're
We're being gross and we need to
making
dial
it.
it way the fuck back.
You gotta get him under control.
You're the one who said
That's
it.
actually an excellent question. What are you doing, Vesna? As they pull the torchlight away and Mortimer leads her off down the hallway into the catacombs.
I need to go rescue my dog.
That's just my baby
yeah.
dog.
Where's I don't know what's going on there, and I'm okay with that. Where is your dog?
Where is my dog? You tell me where's my dog.
Oh, you're doing my thing. You're throwing it. Ghost Riot!
Red's not having any
hell
more of
yeah.
this.
Oh! That's where your dog is.
He's rioting.
Rioting.
Thank you, Red Flare.
Release
Beautiful.
my human.
Thank you, Red Flare.
This is what we wanted.
As you walk down these halls, the doors start to boom, 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 boom. It's the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. Everything's knocking and smacking around.
Is it rhythmic? They're starting their act, right? This is the band, Ghost Riot.
This is Ghost Riot.
Oh my god, yes.
And yes, Ghost Riot would indeed make a great band name. They're ska. I can't imagine them as anything other.
Okay.
than
So many
ska.
trumpets.
I'm good with that,
I'm
yeah.
excited.
There's so many trumpets.
Whoever says they don't like ska is lying just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I don't like ska.
You're
I
lying
was
just a
joking.
little
Lying
bit.
just
I
a
don't
little
like ska.
bit.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Really?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, you're
Just a
lying.
little bit.
Yeah.
Just the tiniest.
I like the cover that what's her name did.
There you go. You like it. All right,
Yeah,
moving on.
see, there it is.
You said it.
You this I think is what you see, Mortimer. As you move deeper into these catacombs, you kind of come into a big what does it look like? It is a big rectangular room, and there are hallways leading off of it. There are green fire torches. There are you've been down here before. You know where the labs are. You know where
The
armories
secret
are.
room is.
Yeah, what's in the secret room? What's actually in the secret room you're taking her to?
Is there a secret room? I was lying.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm not lying.
What's in that secret room?
It's like a hideaway for when ghost riots happen.
It's good timing.
Is it like a panic room?
Yeah.
It's a panic. Okay.
So with like more wards and
A
stuff?
ghost panic.
Oh, that's so
So you're headed to
cool.
the ghost panic room when the doors just boom, 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 open up, and there is wailing and it's not even doors, because like that's not where they keep the ghosts, right? Like they keep the ghosts in bottles, and it's the sound of like breaking glass.
Sick.
It is the sound of screams. It is the sound of terror and rage. These are not the kind of ghosts that are like have retained their faculties. These are feral ghosts.
Music to my ears.
You say as literally swarms of ghostly specters begin pouring down the halls. There are the screams of Spirit Wardens and the screams of Vestals and Canonesses as every ghost in this place has been released, has been shattered. Their bottles have been shattered, and we get like this tiny flashback of Lady
Aw.
imprisoned in one of those bottles, shifting back and forth between physical and ghost form, and knocking, just domino effect, shattering, and we get like Lady happily barking as she makes her way ghostily down the halls and back to you.
That's my dog.
That's your dog.
It's just your way to go.
Yeah.
Lady's back. You have Lady. All right. At this point, everyone clear stress.
Yay.
Who is in? Yeah.
Okay.
So, yes, that is a very unsafe way to store ghosts. Very on brand.
Let's just stack them next to each other.
Stack all the ghosts.
The round bottles that will never fall over.
Hey, you on your 10? Yeah. You want to play Ghost Jenga?
Oh my goodness.
How about your eraser when you get
Some dude is just like taking down the sign like it's been 0 days since we've had a ghost spill.
It's a glass
0 days since last ghost spill. The ghosts are rioting. They are coming. It is violent. There are screams.
Oh my.
I have a hair in my mouth. It's the worst. I don't know which one it is.
Just do the old.
There it is. There. I got it.
You gotta do a
Don't-
flip.
Like,
Don't
this is a
get-
problem?
Yes! When your hair extends past your jaw,
I've
it
never-
gets in there
I've never- Worse when you're
sometimes.
eating.
It's also a problem when you have facial hair.
It's terrible.
Hey,
when you're
rubbing
eating.
it in.
Yeah, that's
It's a problem when you have small.
What? That makes sense.
But we got him.
I'm just
That's
giving her the.
A ghost
1, 2.
hair.
I hate this game so much.
So Vesna, your dog is Lady's back, and you can hear the howling and baying and screaming of feral ghosts. You manage to duck into that.
Come, sister, let us make haste now.
You make haste, and you find yourselves not locked, but shut in this warded room. And Uma Thurman, I think, is just like looks at you and is
Okay.
like.
Making me so uncomfortable.
I think the next like 10 minutes, the next 10 minutes are just a scene of her doing the fight with the crazy 88, but just against ghosts.
Making out or something.
Can I like back to back her also on this one too, where I'm like,
Oh, you jump in?
oh yeah.
All right, cool. Give me some rolls here.
Give me a ghost punch.
So I'm gonna be using Ghost Fighter.
Yeah.
So that means I gain potency, I believe.
Do you also want to count as a small gang?
I could. Yes. Yeah, I do.
There's-
It's still desperate, but if you use Ghost Fighter and count as a small gang, I'll allow you to make the roll.
And then since for not to be trifled with, I have to push myself. Instead of rolling a 4th die, can I up the like how good this is going to be?
Mhm.
Okay,
So
so it's-
desperate for great.
yeah, desperate for great. Yeah, for sure.
Desperate
That's
great.
what I want. Ah,
You
gosh.
got your plus
Alright.
2.
And I got my +2 still, so,
So you're gonna make it through.
come on.
I believe. Yeah, there you go.
I got a 5 and a 3, so I'm gonna use this in order to bump 1 to 6.
Yeah.
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 All
A
right.
6 on a desperate, you do it.
Zach, you're my
Um,
hero. Thank you so much.
You do it, and the ghost. You face the brunt of the ghost riot. It's not great. It sucks.
As most ghost riots do.
And you don't stop the whole thing. They spread throughout the building.
Oh no.
But now you might risk running into the occasional terrifying ghost.
Okay.
And you turn and you see that Uma Thurman the nun, she has been fatally ghosted.
Ghost.
Can I resist?
No, she's covered in cuts. She has been just decimated by these ghosts, and she's standing there like holding her spirit bane charm and like waving her sword and like about to fall down. And there's like ectoplasm everywhere. It's like green Gatorade just covering everything. And she like slumps and like falls on her blade and is like, for a heretic, you are a good fighter.
Oh no, I don't want her to die.
Dead, bro.
Is she like dead, or do I have a chance to save her?
I've always loved you.
Hold her in her final moments.
I guess you could carry her around. Also, you have a level 3 harm. I forgot about that.
I resisted.
Oh, you resisted that. Sorry, you did resist that.
I resisted it.
So she basically has a level 3 harm. She's gonna die.
It's called dead.
Unless she can't act without help.
It's called that.
I'm gonna carry her.
You start
I'm definitely carrying her.
You can put her somewhere safe.
Put it in the closet.
Well, no, but wouldn't it? It's not safe right now because a bunch of the other ghosts dissipate.
I think
it's safer if she was with me.
Like the worst of the ghost riot dissipates, and the Vestal Jessamine is like, "Are we safe to go out?" That was terrifying.
Indeed, it was, sister. I would wait a little bit.
Okay. How did you know this room was here?
I've worked these halls in my time, in my calling, as you said.
I thought you were gonna say youth.
In my youth and my younger days.
How old are you?
Oh, you know that's
So back to I guess Bartleby. Not Bartleby.
Bartleby's
wow, why did I think Bartleby? Not Bartleby.
Maybe Bartleby's the spirit
Bartleby
that I
just, like,
swapped with. I
I love that guy.
How am I? What is going on? No. Sorry. Back to Steve. Steve, it's been a hot minute. You've got guards hot on your heels.
Yeah.
That you hear a ghost riot below.
I feel like we reversed a little bit. We're like gonna catch up with the ghost riot. So I imagine I try and fight a little before the shit hits the fan.
Okay. What's that look like?
Well, because you said they're right on my tail, so I'm just.
Yeah, you can't outrun them. You lost the opportunity to do that.
I'll just turn and punch.
Sweet.
I'm like,
You
I'm in a
won't
big
turn and
body.
punch.
I mean,
Is it like-
I know how to punch.
Baby
I'll
Bjorn.
punch. Well, it's just kind of like. I imagine these arms are kind of like almost like slinkies or something. Like they just can kind of like roll in a little. Yeah.
Oh, you're like the angel from Evangelion that rolls
like
its
the
arms
game-
up.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Or like
The lower, yeah, like arms.
or arms
Please
the
the
game.
game.
Yeah.
Well, she's in Spanish.
It's
She
just
is
kind
in
of like
Spanish.
boing. Like I just am going to turn and hit with that at whoever's just right behind me.
Still holding baby Steve.
Yeah, I've got so one arm is definitely holding an invisible
Double.
stinky baby.
Oh,
Still
no.
screaming like, what the hell is happening?
What? What is burning?
Do you do this to your mother on Mother's Day?
Oh god, yeah.
It sounds like a skirmish to me. But what do you think it is?
Yeah, it's a skirmish. It's definitely a skirmish.
Oh, no.
So I just got one. Yeah, I'll do it.
You have a heavy load. Do you want to mark any equipment?
Oh.
Oh, there could be something built on the
Yeah,
hull,
what's cool built
right?
into this hull? You can tell me.
Oh yeah. Let's think here.
It's made for killing
An
demons.
extra pair of arms to carry the bodies.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, there's 4 arms on this bad boy.
Do they
So
like?
it's a double punch.
Do you turn and just
Actually, it's all
Kenobi?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Hello there. That's what's going on right now.
Oh god.
So your arms like split.
I
and
think
now you've got 4.
when they're pulling the carts, they're like kind of attached. It's like a
Sure.
double-edged arm or whatever you want to think of it.
Mhm.
But for this purpose, I just kind of go ka-thunk, and it's just like now it's 4 arms
4
separately
arms.
Yeah.
punching.
Sweet. So what is that like? What are you marking on there? An unusual weapon?
Yeah, it's an
or-
unusual.
That's an
weapon,
unusual
for
weapon.
Extra
sure.
arms. That's my unusual weapon. Put all those beefy arms on there.
I mean, they out measure you but like, you're one of their hulls, so your quality is on par with them.
Mm-hmm.
But they definitely have size. You've got 4 arms. It's risky standard.
Okay.
You've leveled the playing field here.
Size, 4 arms. Yeah.
I'll push myself. Why not?
Well, they have numbers. He's got size. He's got 4 arms. They've got like 6 dudes.
Yeah, I gotta push yourself.
I gotta push myself.
Gotta push yourself.
All right, here we go.
Let's do it to it.
Hey, 2 5s.
2 5s.
Oh, very nice.
5s. You do it, but there is a consequence. You are going to suffer harm. You just bop, 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 bop. You take these guys out for sure. The consequence, I'll offer you a choice. You can take harm, and that is going to be the level 1 harm. I think blown gasket sounds fun.
Okay.
Like you strained yourself to do it, or
Hate when I blow my gasket.
Small Steve gets
Come on.
Stop.
Oh, I'll blow my gasket.
Yeah!
Look at
Oh,
me.
God.
That's what we're here for.
Is that what we're here for?
That's what I'm trying to do, and then Lauren's trying to kill it.
No. We want it to be weird, horny, not.
We want it to
That
be
other
weird, horny, not horny.
Yeah.
You wouldn't make eye contact with me when you were playing Uma Thurman.
I can't get in the headspace of Uma Thurman.
I don't
Stop.
blame him.
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't look in his direction.
Yeah.
It's just.
Look, the best I can do is bulkhead. That's like the horniest I get.
I'm glad that came back up.
Yeah.
JPG is here for a different game. We got to play Monster Hearts with him.
Oh.
I will not do that
not.
on stream in front of people. That game is too horny.
You do not want to play Monster Hearts with me, you guys.
I imagine it's like monster dating monster. You just send each other really lewd messages.
Except it's like explicitly like, here's the rules for fucking.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Monster Hearts Monster Hearts is really good.
It's an incredible
It's a
game.
very good game. It's PBTA. It's very queer. It's very fun. Very horny. Extremely horny.
Sounds like my role playing experience online.
Oh, right. You didn't need to share this.
Okay. All right. Here's one further.
Anyway,
Thank you, Sky Daddy Ryan. Now it is documented for the world to see. So you wipe
like
these
that on
guys
the
out.
Yeah.
And you're kind of left on this upper floor. It is up here. It is not catacombs. It is like alabaster, marble alabaster, like halls. There is a lot of masks. Coitus. There is a lot of like masks and paintings. Hey, welcome TPK roleplay. You came at the perfect time.
The horniest part of this game.
They missed the horniest part of the
That
game.
horny
which
part's
makes the
dying
perfect-
down.
I hope so.
We are currently playing John Harper's Blades in the Dark. That was I choked a little bit. Hey, GPG, you want to run us through the donations?
Sure. I'm just going to gloss over the choking part.
Bingo!
So, for the donations, in order to affect the game, we got all this stuff up here. So at $10, you can either add 2 to a roll or subtract 2 to a roll for us. Either help us or hinder us. At $15, you can fill one of these clocks for us. We actually just filled one of them pretty recently, which was a ghost riot, and these are all bad things that happen to our characters as well. And on top of that, for $25, you can add any type of character that you wish. It could help us, hinder us, whatever you want. Some of the highlights today,
the highlight today has been Uma Thurman, specifically
Beatrix
Kiddo. We have had 1980s twink Aquaman, Goth Ariel, the robot devil from Futurama, Jason Funderburker as a cop.
And at 100, which is the bar down there, that will clear all of our stress. That will help us, but something bad immediately happens to us as well.
Happens. How much do we need to hit that 100?
As of right now, I think we're at 60.
I feel like
We're at 60 right now, so $40 more, and it helps us. But Lauren gets to.
But you get to let me do whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly.
Last time a building got up and started walking.
Hate when that happens.
I do hate when that happens.
Continuing.
I want to say what Steve's goal was.
Yeah,
or
please
was
tell me what Steve's goal is.
Steve, upon his plan, upon getting in and taking over this hole, was actually to find Vesna first.
Oh.
So that would be what I would default to.
I actually love the name Corn Dog McGraw. That's incredible.
Oh god, that is a really good name.
That's fantastic.
Dad
Magic Goose is also good. How's your plan to do that? You've this looks like the fight, like the aftermath of a fight in an Arkham game where there's just like dudes rolling all over the ground, like and Steve standing in the middle. What's your goal to find Vesna? How are you planning on doing that?
I mean, cell by cell. It was just going to
calling her
be.
name?
No, that has never worked for Steve
That
before.
has never worked for
And he's
Steve.
actually he would default to that, but this hole cannot speak,
That's
and he's
true.
just like
That's
maybe
true.
that's on purpose.
Yeah,
He's like,
maybe that's for the best.
yeah.
So you head down into the catacombs. And Vesna, where are you headed at this point? You've got your ghost dog. You're still at this point your invisibility is worn off because you didn't choose the last for minutes.
I feel like Lady's like, no, she's cool. She's with me, and like none of the ghosts came around.
No, not that one.
Not that one. That one's a good one.
Well, I'm just trying to escape, so I'm following Lady on this one.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I think Lady is like leading you through these catacombs. You take a right, you take a left, take another right, and you come to like you are darting past like rioting ghosts. That is the thing. But I like the idea that Lady's like, nah, she's cool.
I can also shoot them.
You don't have your guns.
Why not?
You were just in
You were
jail.
arrested. Oh,
Just kidding.
did you flash? Do you want a flashback?
No, I want to put a gun in my butt.
That's not what I meant. Like, you want a flashback
somebody
and it's
clip
like,
that.
I got all my stuff stored on me.
No.
If only there was a little.
I want a gun in.
I don't want a gun in my butt.
If only there was a mobile storage unit that's just roaming around these halls that's friends with you.
I don't know that you're there.
It's definitely a little Steve.
Would I know where they keep the guns? My equipment.
No,
and stuff?
you have no idea where the equipment is kept. But I think the thing that happens here, because I want to move to this point,
Yeah.
is you come to it's like a spiral staircase. It's not actually, it can't be a spiral staircase because they couldn't get things down it as easy. You come to a sloping, like it's like a sloping ramp that goes up, and standing there are two Spirit Wardens, and walking down the ramp is a hull that is Steve, and there's two Spirit Wardens who who both have like blades and guns drawn, like don't know which direction to look, fight upstairs, ghost riot downstairs, and like almost simultaneously they both are like halt, looking at the opposite person. And one's like, what do we do? State, Hull, freeze, are you prisoner? They're very confused. What do the two of you do?
Can I see Steve? Is Steve
You don't know
still-
it's Steve.
No, but can I? Because Steve was invisible.
Yeah, I don't know if the invisibility would have worn
That's
off
probably
by now.
worn off by now. So there's small Steve in the hand of the hull.
Screaming in confusion.
Ah, what's happening? What is going on?
I was in that thing.
I'd probably quickly run up, wherever Steve is, run towards Steve and try to get Steve.
I think the thing you will immediately recognize is that's not Steve's voice.
Oh, there's a quality to your voice. I like that.
Hey, welcome RF Chaos. We are currently playing John Harper's Blades in the Dark. If you look up above, there's a lot of fun ways you can donate and fuck with our players.
Our favorite right now is adding characters.
Yep, for $25 you can add a character such as Jason Funderburker the Cop, or Goth Ariel, or 1980s Twink Aquaman.
I think if I know that's not Steve there, I feel like I would know Steve is around.
Sure.
So I'll call for Steve. Steve!
Who is Steve? What? Who's Steve? With just gun pointed at you. Who are you? Who's Steve?
Oh, so this is the
Spirit Warden.
I thought this was the little guy.
No. The little guy's just like, Steve! I don't know a Steve!
It's because I'm in a nervous breakdown.
Can I take this moment to swap back?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I need to roll for that, or if
Nope.
it's just I just take control of my body again.
Sure, you take control of your
Throw
body
the
again.
baby first, and then swap.
Oh, that's a good.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just toss to Vesna.
Toss yourself. Catch me.
and then swap midair.
Swap midair.
And as I'm flying, I'm like,
yeah, you now you know it's Steve flying at you. The hull is just like
Oh no.
and then like smashes a fist into the wall.
yeah.
And the guy's like, "What is happening? Who are you people?"
I want to catch Steve and run.
I was supposed to be
Your worst nightmare!
Oh, as
I'm not even supposed to be here.
Oh man.
It's like, holy
just
crap,
really wanted
Steve, you
to, like,
smell like shit.
You have the compartment.
Yeah, Steve does smell like squid corpse.
Yeah. Steve does hand you your gun.
He has a gun inside of there.
I think the hull is just like now coming at you, and the other one's like, stop, and just goes boom and knocks one into the wall, just smashing him against it, and the other one goes, oh yeah, go by, that's fine.
I don't care.
I don't get paid this much. I don't get paid enough for this.
I barely make minimum wage. They pay me in Eucharists.
What the hell?
Oh god, that
That's horrible.
It hits too close to home.
Okay, you've got Steve and you're being chased by a hull.
Yeah. So I got my gun.
He really.
Yeah.
And I'm holding Steve.
I did have Vesna's gun within me.
I'm going to put...
Would I mark that, or would he mark it on his list?
I think I mark it.
Yeah, because you have compartments.
Unless
right?
it's my
Yeah.
gun.
So the thing is,
My fine pair of pistols.
your fine pair of pistols were confiscated.
Damn it.
This is just another gun.
This
that
is
you
just
have.
another gun. If you want that, you're gonna have to find it.
Yeah.
There is a place down here where it is. I know where that is. Mortimer would definitely know where all that stuff is located.
We
And
better get our stuff.
We're mad at you.
I'm
Mortimer's
starting a
watching us on
6-segment
video
clock.
screens.
Starting a 6-segment clock called Not Steve.
Oh.
That is the hull that is chasing you.
Oh,
But back to you two. You're in a big kind of empty, not empty room, but like, that's what I'm looking for. Where a bunch of hallways meet.
Corridor?
Corridor.
Oh, you're on
But isn't like a corridor like a straight one? You know what I mean.
Are you a reading man?
It is like a big circular room where a bunch of hallways meet is where you are. You've got bleeding out Uma Thurman on you, and this is also where the
panic room
is. So I think at this point the Jessamine the Vestal is like, no, we need to. I think we should try and find anyone who might be hurt. Oh God, are there people hurt?
Good thinking, sister.
Oh yes,
We
great
should
thinking.
move. And I open the door, and I'm gonna try to make it to the evidence locker.
Well, you open the door, and out there is just a room covered in like electroplasm, and there's Zant holding the nun over his shoulders.
Zant, good to see you. Things are working your way.
You know the heretic? She says, exasperated.
We got Slapper.
Slap her? Zant is a companion of mine. We work together to stop.
Is this
is
part
that-
of the test?
Is that what I am now?
Oh, is this gonna get sassy now?
Is that what I am now?
Uma Thurman, I am dying.
Oh yeah.
I am dying.
Was that, I don't know the lady's name because I've never met her. Right.
Right, I think she's like, Sister Kato, you're injured. Oh my God.
You know this woman?
Yeah. And then the Uma Thurman is like, yes, that is Vestal Jessamine.
Yeah. Dangerous cell outside. And I put her down inside of the room, and I tell Jessamine, I'm going to lock you in this room because it's still unsafe. You need to take care of her.
Is this part of the test?
I look at you and
We're like,
Yes.
yeah, you lock her in. Cool. Those characters are sequestered. They're good. They're fine.
Can I like drop her like my ghost digits or?
Oh my God.
She knows who you are. She'll find you if she wants to.
If she wants to find you, she'll find
Yeah,
If you
I know.
find
I'm just gonna be
something- if
like,
you love
I'm just
something-
gonna be like, meet me at the orphanage.
There you go.
you.
That's the second
That's
woman
your
I've told
ghost
this
digits?
to. Yeah.
Your
Just-
ghost.
that-
Wait,
that's-
what happens when they both show up at the same time?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, he plays them both.
I've seen that episode of Gravity Falls. It does not matter.
That's a good point. Take it. Okay. Yeah. So I ensure her safety.
I agree with Sky Daddy Ryan.
Ryan, any character I try to romance.
The haha was very good.
That is good. Yeah. Any character I try to romance, I just imagine my wife in my head. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Alex is
No.
just-
Oh
He's a
well, I gotta
wonderful
start changing
She's
the way
just
I'm
with you,
role playing
that's
these people. I gotta do my best Alex
He
impression.
does a good one.
Oh, please don't do it, Alex, because I will lose it if you do your Alex impression.
Are you sure, babe?
He did the blink.
I hate this so much. I hate this. Okay, so we lock her in, and I'm like, I'm still mad at you, but what is happening right now?
Well, it seems the spirits have finally broken free of these restraints. I suggest we find our weaponry.
Where would they be keeping it?
I'd say whatever that room is called.
Yeah.
One floor up there is an armory. The other thing you know, Mortimer, is the church is going to have a very, very vested interest in the obelisk. It's here. Absolutely, it is going to be here. And they're going to be conducting experiments on it. It will not be in the armory.
Yeah,
Do with that what you will.
gotcha.
I don't know if your goal is to get it back. I don't know if your goal is to escape. You know, whatever everyone's goal is, who can say? Thank you,
Thank you.
Rock.
Okay. Because this is a perfect time for you to lie to me and say that's what we're heading to, but then we're going to the obelisk.
No. He's not gonna lie to you.
Would he not lie to me?
No.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
just with
Is he making
Yeah.
making amends right now?
He doesn't think he's done anything wrong yet.
Say if Mortimer believes it, then it's not a lie.
Yeah.
Also fair. Okay.
We must away to the armory where they keep our weaponry. I assume Vesna's desperate for her pistols.
I'll follow your lead.
We should find Vesna and Steve as well. I assume Steve is behind. Gestures to everything.
Just gestures everywhere.
I don't think it takes long before you head off in that direction and get to this thundering pounding coming from one of the hallways. When you see Vesna and Steve, small Steve, running at you, and behind them is just like smashing its fists into walls, punching through a ghost. Is not Steve chasing behind. So Vesna, you turn a corner and see these two just standing there dumbstruck as not Steve chases but fumbles and slams into a wall and then picks themselves back up and just keeps coming down this hallway.
I'm running with Steve and I just run past him and just say, run!
Yeah. You're being chased by not Steve. Not Steve is a 6-step clock.
It reminds me of that scene with the Hulk and Black Widow.
I didn't. Black Widow?
No, when the Hulk was chasing her on the first.
Oh, the first. I didn't see Black Widow. It was the Hulk and Black Widow.
Oh,
That's
no.
rad. Yeah, that's exactly it. Just smashing through, tearing things apart. Again, not Steve is the size of 2 people. Not Steve is big.
I kind of want to fight it.
No.
It's a 6-step clock. You have to deal with it somehow.
Yeah.
I kind of want to fight it.
Hallways built for not Steve, or is he not supposed to be up here?
It's a tight fit for not Steve.
Okay.
It is. I won't say it's slowing down not Steve, but it's certainly impeding not Steve's ability to turn quickly or maneuver to the fullest of not Steve's ability.
Since I know the layout, would I know ways to zigzag through this building to try to lose him?
Sure. You can yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to follow your lead first because I feel like the last resort is to try to punch.
Is this a group action then? Is everyone going to be following your lead?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right.
I believe, Vesna, if you continue to carry Steve, that will be faster than Steve running.
Yeah.
So it sounds like everyone is probably a prowl group action.
Sure.
Yeah. So everyone make a prowl, and you'll suffer stress for whoever fails.
That's a good prowl.
Can
And
I be
I
this,
got a 1.
Huh?
Can I be the
I don't have any. Oh, you don't have any stress either.
You could be the
Oh,
leader, but if
She's the
just
one who
saying,
told us to run.
you are the one who told him to run, but
I mean-
also he's the one who knows the
Yeah.
path.
Yeah, but
I'm
he could
interesting.
You could be like calling it out.
Yeah.
calling shots.
So
That
whichever.
absolutely, you're setting the pace. He's calling shots. I think that's totally fine.
It's just, is the leader just the person that takes stress?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, that's fine.
I'll take
I thought
stress.
it was like roll. Or something.
So there's one class that has a special ability that's like when you're the leader, a special thing happens.
The spider.
I think it's the spider. Yeah.
Okay, are we all rolling?
So everyone roll prowl. This is desperate standard. No, desperate great. You know these passageways.
You go first. Okay.
2
All right.
5s.
I got a 4.
I got a 1.
Oh,
I
my
know. I'm
goodness.
sorry.
I mean, you were
very
beat up.
sorry.
Wait,
I'm super beat
how much
up.
stress do I get for a failure?
1.
So there's no point in pushing myself. If I fail, I just get 1 stress. Right? I'd be taking
Yeah.
2 stress not to fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't push myself. That's silly.
It's more stressful to succeed than to fail.
I got a 4.
Okay. Well, then the highest was a 5 for desperate.
How many failures do we have? How much stress do I take?
1.
Okay.
You do it, but there is a consequence. You will suffer severe harm, a serious complication occurs, or you have reduced effect. Not Steve is going to get someone and hurt them, or you are going to only mark 2 ticks on the Not Steve, or 1 tick on the Not Steve clock, instead of 2 ticks on the Not Steve clock.
I want Steve to get me. I'm gonna push you
So
guys
we'll
in
mark
the
2
room.
ticks on the Not Steve clock.
Oh, no, I was still mad.
And it's severe harm.
I'm gonna try to
You-
resist it, obviously.
Okay, you turn a corner and like Not Steve like fumbles and falls and reaches out and grabs and just crushes your ankle,
Oh!
and you're gonna take the level 2 harm, broken ankle,
Oh my
unless you
gosh.
resist it,
And that's prowess, I
Prowess.
assume? Okay, I've got 3 in that, luckily.
or maybe it could be. It's prowess.
Yeah,
prowess.
it's prowess.
I
Yeah.
roll
I
3
could
dice for
see. I could see insight. No, you roll 2. You roll 2. I could see insight for being like, I need to get away quicker or pull my leg away at the right moment.
that?
But
It's only 2? I have 3 there.
1. Oh, you do have 3 for
Yeah.
prowess. I didn't see that one. It was very, very light. So yeah,
That's
you roll 3
light,
for
yeah.
prowess. Oh, and you roll an extra because of your crew. Is that correct? Yeah. Bravos. You roll an extra on resistance die.
Resistance.
There's 2 6s.
2 6s?
Yeah.
You're gonna stress back, baby.
I love my team.
Or you slip your ankle out at the last moment, and y'all keep running. You still have 4 segments on the Not Steve clock. What do you do?
Can I start shooting with the pistol?
Yeah, you just like taking pot shots as you
We're gonna
run.
give it to Steve. I'm ready. You just
Fire!
You're just like coaching him through it. I love this.
That's not the most optimal way. But Steve does love it.
No, Vesna
Not him,
wants you to
though.
learn.
Because I gotta run. I can't be
That's
running
true.
around
Yeah,
and
that's true.
shooting.
I could just use my laser arm then.
No,
You're small,
you don't
The
have.
baby one?
You have laser arm and
Right.
small Steve.
I
Small
can't
Steve
do
still has laser arm. That
Yeah, he
is just an ability that
Yeah,
all
it's not
Steves
the finger
have.
cannon.
Why not
Collective
both?
Steve ability.
Why not both?
I don't know.
Anyway, I start blasting.
Did anybody ever watch the cartoon Stroker and Hoop?
Fuck.
What?
It was on Adult Swim.
No.
It was like a buddy
No.
cop show. They had a mechanic and he had a car that was sentient. And at one point the car wanted to go on an adventure with him. So the mechanic put the car on a hat and he gave the car a gun. And he didn't think about it, but the recoil would snap his neck every time the car shot. And so by the end of the show he was like in a neck brace. It's just what it makes me think of whenever Steve's
Oh
on someone
my
shooting.
God. Please no.
Yeah, it never goes
You
well
say
for Steve.
my pulls are
That's a deep
esoteric?
reference. That's a deep
I
reference.
like that
That's
cartoon.
downright
Wow.
esoteric.
I gotta look this up.
Okay, we're both shooting.
All right, so who's
Yeah.
aiding? Who's aiding who?
You gotta aid her. dude.
Yeah, I
you
gotta
gotta aid
That
her,
makes
yeah.
sense.
All right. So roll hunt.
I
I assume. Sorry, I don't get to tell you what to roll.
No, that's fine. That sounds good. What is the effect?
Desperate again. You have not relieved yourself of desperate. But are you using
Sharpshooter?
sharpshooter?
DJ, you got a shout
That
out in the
sounds
chat.
fun.
Someone watched Stroker and Hoop, I guess. There we go.
Yes, I'll use sharpshooter.
Okay, then we can using precision with that one.
It just is.
Yeah, you're pushing yourself when you
Yeah.
use sharpshooter. So you get to do 2 things. You get to either give yourself an extra die, increase position, or increase effect. And you get to either extend it beyond the range it would normally be useful for, or like covering fire.
I
I think think either way, you're going to get an extra die or extra pip on that because the idea is you're keeping them at bay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I also
it's just how you want to flavor it.
because I was in that body, I'm like pointing out like that's a weak point.
Oh yeah, is that how you're helping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
So you spend a stress and you'll get an extra die for that.
go for the
Okay.
joints, all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm like
love
that leg
that.
was a
And
little
then-
wobbly.
Yeah.
But just for
So
flavor, are you
good.
using
I
it to
wanna
shoot from
increase-
far or like just literally bam, 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 bam?
Cover fire.
Cover fire. Okay. So I'm just gonna mark one for that in general.
So-
Say it
and
in
then
the
roll.
voice.
Yeah, you gotta say it in the voice.
Mister, that foot was a little wobbly. Go for that one. The left foot.
I just wanted to fail and be like, yeah, the left.
Yeah.
Oh!
Ooh! Hot! Damn!
That's a spicy shot.
That is a spicy
2
shot.
sixes.
Nice job.
Because you are running. She got a critical, everybody.
Yeah. That was...
Yeah, as you bam, 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 you shoot it in the knee joint, the joint buckles and it like slams into a wall, spins, turns, just
I just thought of Handsome Squidward when he's
and slides. That's enough to mark. So it was desperate. You do it with increased effect, and you were already at a solid amount of effect. You take Not Steve down. Not Steve is done.
Nice.
We did it.
So Not Steve is done. The ghost ride is still happening. By the way,
That's not really our problem at
I
this
do-
point. I feel like we're pretty close to getting out of here, right?
We're getting our equipment now.
are you?
I don't know. I have no idea where we are.
I assume we're high up in this tower. Or no,
No.
we're
You're
underground, yeah.
Yeah, we were in the catacombs or something.
The question is, do you just want to cut your losses and run? Or do you want to go for the artifact? It's here. It's what started this mess.
Oh, I do want to say, we can get out through the sluice. We can cut some grates out of the way.
Can all of us fit in it?
Oh, we gotta cut the grate. It's fine.
It would be a tight fit for anyone but Steve.
Oh no. Okay. Okay, I vote.
That was my exit plan. I don't know about.
Thanks for thinking. Thanks for yourself. Thanks a lot, Sid, for yourselfer. I kind of want to go for the obelisk right now.
Y'all figured out. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the obelisk is what started all this, right?
Yeah.
And obviously everybody wants it. If we get into trouble, we have a bargaining chip at this point, right?
What's our bargaining chip?
The obelisk, if we
If
get
we
it.
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
I
just-
had it last time and I ended up here, so.
Yeah, I feel like it's just gonna cause people to come after us.
But then she loses her guns.
No, we have the guns, don't we?
I don't
No,
have
we
mine.
never got to
No.
go to there because when we were heading
we have to go to the
there-
armory to get the guns.
Oh, I thought it led us to the armory. Okay.
I think
you
we're on our
were-
way. there.
Okay. Gosh, we might need some help from Chad on this one too. If you guys have any sort of opinions.
I feel fine going after it after I get my gun.
Yeah, I'd like us to go
So,
to the armory, and then have
armory-
a discussion there.
So armory and then get the obelisk.
I need my anti-demon bullets, though.
That's true.
Anti-demon bullets.
I need it to
Okay.
destroy the obelisk.
Okay, so we're saying armory, then get the obelisk.
Okay,
right?
but in character though, like Steve is definitely like, Mortimer, what's your deal?
Yeah.
yeah, we gotta have it out right now.
My deal is to find a way to escape this hell.
You almost gave our son to the bad guys.
Do you really call him your son?
Yes.
I almost
It's-
gave his shell to one of them. Steve would be fine.
Yeah, I made it out.
But how can we trust you?
Yeah, that's besides the point, Mortimer. What are you giving us right now in order to have you trust us? Or have us trust you, sorry.
I threw myself in front of that automaton to save us.
But how do we know this isn't going to go south again? When we grab the obelisk, how do I know that you're not going to just give it right back to them?
I mean, we're here because you told them to get the obelisk in the first place.
And you didn't tell us about it.
That is true. I didn't think things would go south. I thought you would follow my lead, and for that I apologize. This obelisk represents a great opportunity. An opportunity to escape this prison.
I mean, he apologized, so I'm already on board.
When you say this prison,
what
do you mean the prison, or do you mean like the prison of your flesh?
Yeah, the prison of our flesh is what I mean.
Yeah.
Dark.
But
To be clear, like,
we're going to go destroy it, and what are you going to do with it?
Why would you want to destroy it?
What do you mean?
I've held it within me. It's too powerful. It's scary.
Why did you stop Musgrave from using it?
Because he did not know what he was doing. We do. I do. And you have the discipline to help me in this.
How do you know you do? Have you ever done this before?
This is what the church is about.
I mean, he did kind of do it with Steve because he knew the automaton stuff in order to...
Okay, but who does it help? Does it help the church? Does it help the city? Does it help people like me?
Does it help the orphans?
If we
isn't your vice just being like a rich, like, asshole?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we could truly utilize the artifact, one could obtain apotheosis and break free of our flesh, obtain the divinity of demonhood, and we wouldn't have to fear death anymore. This city will be worse when all of you die. Who will the orphans turn to?
I'm on his side. Dang it.
What awaits
okay.
us in the afterlife is...
Like, to be clear, there is no afterlife. The gates to it have been shut. What they are essentially doing is finding a way to not become a ghost, which can be killed, but become a demon, which can also be killed, but is much, much, much harder.
Okay. I am already half demon, so...
Right.
Yeah.
But to be clear, like, I don't want to paint this as, like, this is just the solution. Because, like, nobody knows if that's even possible. This is the closest that they've come. And nobody knows how that's going to change you.
Yeah, but Mortimer believes this is the way out.
Like, right, to be clear, like, what Mortimer is saying is what Mortimer believes, not what is fact about the setting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
what we have seen is what it can do to people. When we, like, isn't there a way we could use it to open the gates back up to the afterlife? Have you thought about that?
One would have to obtain the power to do so, which would be use the artifact.
Okay. But instead, you just want to become demons yourselves.
I would like to obtain the power to break this chain so that we no longer have to worry about flirting with death on every outing.
flirting is pretty dope.
Someone drop death as a character so we can flirt with them.
Which, Jake use Thanos?
Yeah.
Hashtag confirmed.
Hashtag confirmed.
I don't know what I was going to say.
I kind of want to go for the opposite.
We know our fate if we don't try to attain divinity.
I mean, I'm dead, and it's pretty okay.
You are the closest thing that there can be. That's what I believe.
Aside from a literal demon.
Yes. You are my pride and joy, Steve. I hope you know this.
The big smile, teeth are falling out.
Aww.
The closest I have come to creating the divine. And this will get us even closer. That is what I believe. I think destroying it is a wasted opportunity.
Okay, so I think I feel like you're still not on board on this one.
Not really.
Okay, but
That's okay.
But I
You
know
don't
I
have to be.
Ah,
I feel like this always happens, huh?
it's always happening.
this always happens.
I'm sorry, not
No,
sorry.
Also, just partly how I run games.
I just don't know if you can trust people.
Thank you, Rob.
Rob, come on, man.
Yes.
Trust.
Just be cool.
Yep.
Just be cool.
How do you know there's not a heretic amongst you?
Then I am?
Yeah, how do you know? How do you know that's what they're doing, experimenting on? How do you know?
You already saw one. There was already one heretic who thought that they could just keep it for themselves and become a god.
Yes. I would not doubt that there are more apostates within the church who are trying to do this on their own.
This is definitely the Mass Effect problem.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, never mind. Okay. Somebody in the chat probably got that.
But I believe if we had it, we could utilize it.
So you want to take it? Because I'm down for that.
Yeah, who's the we in this situation? Do you
Us.
Because I believe in you, but I don't believe in the church.
We could become cool demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd also like to blast more heretics.
You are
Yeah,
very
you would
good
have
at that,
to
Steve.
turn it-
You're
turn
very
it
good at that.
to your faith. So
I like that you're playing your strengths.
either way, I want to get my guns. So
I believe that's a good start. Getting Vesna's weaponry.
So armory first, then we're going for the obelisk, Loren.
Okay.
That's like a chapter title. Vesna gets her guns.
It's always sunny style. Like the one. We're not getting your guns back. Vesna gets her guns back. You know where that is. You gotta make your way through the fucking ghost riot. That's a problem. They paid for it to be a problem.
They did pay.
How are you getting your way through this ghost riot?
We don't have any of our equipment, right?
No, you've got none.
I
So we
can.
technically can't pull
I
any.
The
can
only
space.
person who has equipment is Steve
Little
right
Steve,
now.
Yeah. What? Hey, but what if I knew what equipment you needed and then you just pulled it out of my compartment? Just whatever you need. That's how a flashback works, baby.
That's true.
That is how a flashback works, baby.
that's true. I need my anti-demon bullets. That's what I need. That's all.
But I'll use my electroplasmic projectors to kind of push back as we go through, kind of to repel the ghosts.
Alrighty. Thank you for following Voyeur for Streamers.
That's on par.
You said
That's on brand.
Why'd you say it's so weird?
What? Because that's just horny.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It's horny
Tonight's a
night tonight.
horny
It's horny night tonight in Perception
What's the
Studio.
that
moon
you?
phase?
No, definitely not me on that one.
November 3rd, horny night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
That rhymes.
So is the
I don't need
Mary
anything.
Steve is
Just reaches in.
Okay, cool. You gotta spend a drain for that.
Yeah.
So spend that. Give me a roll to cut your way through to the armory.
I think that would be a tune.
Yeah, feels like a tune to me.
Yeah.
It's an attune.
It's risky standard.
All right. That's a 2.
That's a 2.
Oh.
It's not great, you guys. It's not great. It's not starting off well.
Steve, spend one more drain. You just have to put in more effort. You get to the armory, and Mortimer gets you in. Inside is your gear and so much more. Pick your loads.
Oh, so we're starting new loads?
Pick your load.
Oh, I'm going. I mean, we all have to go heavy at this point, right?
Well, heavy might encumber us if we fight another.
Oh.
Heavy would encumber you, but you have access. What I'm saying is, you have access to more than just like. What I'm allowing you to do is kind of reset your load. This is more than just what you had on. You don't have to go, oh, there's my gear, and I was light last mission, so I'm light now. You can access the Spirit Wardens stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna go normal then, because we still get +2 for being Bravos,
Yep,
right?
you have
So
your
weapons.
Bravo's rigging,
Okay, so
which I think is a combination of like, oh, is this a special harness, or is this just like, yeah, I know how to move and fight in such a way that I can put a knife here, and it's not going to impede me.
okay,
Or I know how to run in heavy armor.
Cool.
Is how Bravo's rigging, I kind of imagined it working. So you get to set your loads, and you get to have an extra 2 load of weapons or gear. This is going to be kind of in line with the fact that you already had fine weapons, because these, a lot of, like, if you're pulling an extra pistol, it's probably not your pistol. It's one of the pistols from their armory, so it's higher quality. As far as Steve goes, yeah, Tall Steve is in here, right? Like, this is where they just stashed Tall Steve for the time being.
Wow.
is he okay?
Tall Steve is fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm allowing you to pick your load here as well. I didn't want to like be like, oh, you just get all your drain back, because that feels cheap after I just made you spend some. But you can have access to Tall Steve here. if you want Tall Steve.
Yeah, I'm swapping to Tall Steve.
Yeah, swap to Tall Steve.
Yeah.
Good, I don't have to carry you.
And also, Tall Steve does take a Spirit Warden mask and wear it now.
Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. That's
Nice.
fantastic.
Are
That
Spirit Wardens masks magical anywhere? Or is it
No, the entire purpose of them is to conceal the identity of the person because no Spirit Warden is known to anyone because like the blue coats suck is like a very clear thing in this setting is that the blue coats are like very, very corrupt cops. The Spirit Wardens are like, what if those very, very corrupt cops were also priests?
Oh, are all the Spirit Wardens like bad?
The setting does not paint them as good.
Okay. There's probably like good ones here.
They're inquisitors. Like, they're literally like, oh, you're carrying around like a lucky rabbit's foot? Well, luck is of Lucifer, so you're gonna burn.
Okay.
Like,
Do you take Captain Musgrave's mask?
Captain Musgrave's mask is not here.
I was gonna say,
that would be cool.
The masks are also not unique. They are because if they were unique, that would defeat the purpose. But also at the same time, like the way the system talks about it is like Spirit Wardens. Let's say there's 40, right? There's 40 Spirit Wardens, and a Spirit Warden might be like Blue Jay.
Okay.
Blue Jay is not one person. Blue Jay is a different person each week, which is why this Captain Musgrave was not the Captain Musgrave you were used to working with.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But at the same time, that wasn't unusual.
Mm-hmm.
So like, the masks are not unique. They are very bog standard. Like they are. My mind always goes to MF Doom. Hey, Rogue Jedi Gaming. We know who that is.
Hey, Kaylee. Nice hearing from you again.
I don't know Kaylee, but I know Rogue Jedi.
Kaylee's dope. Hey Val.
Resident Evil Village. Oh, finally on Village. Nice to see that you finally got to Village, Cole. Very happy about that.
Just to let you know, you can donate to the stream right now in order to help us out. We're about to try to steal a very haunted artifact.
A very haunted demonic artifact.
Yeah, so at $10 you can give us +2 or -2 to our rolls, so you can help or hinder us. $15 will help fill some of these clocks up here as well. And $25 you can add any character to help or hinder us. Loren, go over some of the.
I just really want to touch on the fact that Cole said I made it to the castle and I met the big woman and her daughters.
So did we.
So did we.
Yeah, so did
we. Also
so did we
met
actually
the big
tonight.
woman and
Yeah,
her
it's kind of
daughters.
weird. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. So some of the goals we have to the clocks, right? The clocks. Is that what you said?
No, a character. Some of the characters.
Some of the characters. Oh, so if you donate $25, you can input your own characters. Some of the characters we have seen have been 1980s Twink Aquaman. We have seen the Robot Devil from Futurama. Uma Thurman as Beatrix Kiddo in a nun outfit that JPG got real horny for.
Okay, she fell in love with me. It wasn't the other way around.
Goth Ariel. We have seen Jason Funderburker as a corrupt cop. Please, if you want to just drop $25 and make me do the worst impression of a character ever, that's really what you're paying for.
That's fine. Hey, Jadis, how we
This is why
doing?
we're here.
Yeah, so we're about to. They have reclaimed their gear, and we had a cool gearing up Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator montage as everyone put guns all over themselves, and Steve got a new body. And
I do want to could Steve hypothetically put on the cloak of a Spirit Warden and be disguised, or would it still be?
What I would say is if Steve wants to do that, Steve should spend the. I'm going to borrow your character sheet because I don't have all these in front of me.
That one got you.
There is a generic
Okay.
subterfuge supplies.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Is that a good
Zach said something in the chat, and it got Katie on that one.
I got horny for the nun outfit too. Any red-blooded man would. Nuns don't do it for me. I gotta say.
I was gonna say when we were doing the sheathing montage, I like to imagine like our weapons away and we see Steve sheath smaller Steve inside of it.
Yeah, I think that's the only natural thing.
Or is it, like you have the spider climb, all the hooks, to just like two hooks come off your back and you just like small Steve just
Small Steve is a backpack. On, yeah.
Aww.
You both have masks?
Yes. But the other mask leaves room
I'm
for the
just
baby
tiny
teeth.
attorney. Is all I can.
Well, I don't know what he says.
I found out he's a reference to the original Total Recall. I did not know that.
Oh yeah,
I watched the
Okay,
original Total Recall the other night.
Yeah.
What's happening?
It's
Another Venture Brothers reference.
Tiny Attorney, Adventure Brothers. I'm gonna be working harder than a cat trying to bury a turd on a marble floor.
Dude, we need to steal this artifact right now.
Do we? Oh, we got a half hour left. Okay, so you've all loaded up on gear. I will say spend subterfuge supplies if you want to be disguised. That's why my tongue tripped.
Yep.
As a Spirit Warden. You can do that easy. So you are medium load.
Yeah.
Normal load. Yeah.
Yeah, normal / medium.
Normal.
Normal.
Yeah, same thing.
Normal. All right, everyone's going normal. And you emerge from the armory, replete with just a shitload of gear, ready to go. How are you going to go about finding? Does Templeton know? Not Templeton. Templeton's a different Blades in the Dark character. DJ.
A lot of different characters.
Is Mortimer? Does he just know?
Probably. He has
Just
an idea.
knows
at
where
least.
this is. Okay.
Could we like attune for it? Can I attune for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to attune, you can do that.
You can command another spirit if you
I
want.
could command another
That
spirit.
didn't go so well for
Last
you.
time we did that, we fought a strong one.
Mortimer knows where to go. If you want to attune to try and... what is your goal to attune? If Mortimer already knows where it is, what's your goal for attuning? Getting there faster, slowing it down,
Can I see? Okay, so
seeing what's there?
yeah, so like, can I attune outward? So where? Okay, if we know where it is, can I kind of like ripple outward to know what else is in the room, just to be prepared?
Absolutely. Give
Okay.
me an attune roll for that.
All right.
This is risky standard. It would normally be a fortune roll, but because there is the artifact, risky standard.
And ghosts all around.
And ghosts everywhere.
He hesitated.
That's a 3.
Yikes.
3 on the risky standard. I'm gonna
The artifact sees you.
The artifact sees me now.
because
Great.
that's exactly what happens.
Oh,
is
great,
Great.
There is feedback. Things go badly and you're gonna suffer harm. Do you have any harm?
I don't.
Buckle up.
What does it look like when you reach out? What do we see watching this? If this was the HBO, show or Netflix special,
It's kind of like when I fire. It's like when I fire lightning, but the lightning, instead of it being like one shot, it kind of like ripples out from me, and it like follows the walls, and it gets to the
so we
place.
follow like a lightning bolt as we go,
or like multiple lightning bolts,
and they converge on the room, and they go up. What you see is about 6 nuns, or people in nun-like garb around this obelisk, which is on a pillar. Again, we see the bones of human and inhuman things hanging from the ceiling. There are people walking anti-clockwise and clockwise in like 2 Widdershins. Walking in anti-clockwise and clockwise circles with sensors swinging them and smoke just coming out. The obelisk itself is now glowing red.
We have not seen that yet, have we?
Oh, you have not.
Okay.
There are bowls of water that have been placed around, and every once in a while they like surge and boom, 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 and like a tentacle will pop out. And when that happens, someone like has a jar, like a giant, almost pepper grinder, and like shakes it over it, and something falls in, and it just like, and then reverts back to a bowl. And then at the same time, there is a corpse. Stitched together, just like the one before. Just like the one that Captain Musgrave made. But this one is on a table, an almost Frankensteinian slab in front of the obelisk. And between it and the obelisk is a massive disc-like mirror. And your lightning bolts course through this room, and then up the little platform the obelisk is on, and one of them goes zzz, and it turns red. And it goes, we then follow the camera all the way back to you. And it zaps you.
Oof.
Your mind's eye.
You little brain
And you
blast.
see yourself standing upon... hey, 2 raiders from Hin Mei.
Hello.
Thank you so much for the raid.
Hin Mei, thank you so much for raiding. We are currently playing John Harper's Blades in the Dark. You see yourself standing as... There is no moon, and the sun is dead.
Okay.
But you are standing ankle deep on another on a moon, on a barren, desolate place, and you can see that beneath you when you look down, but when you look out in front of you, the water is black and it reflects the sky, and there is no horizon because the water stretches far enough that it hits that skyline, and that's all stars, and all you see is stars and ripples. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to resist it. I feel because this is not.
I'm not asking for a resist.
Okay.
I guess you can resist this, but also I'm gonna say this is bad, but you can explore this space, or you can just resist it and put yourself back in your body. It's your choice.
Explore.
There will be bad things if you stay, but you will get more out of it. Risk reward.
I want to explore. I want to explore it. Yeah.
You're there. You're in this space. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to attune to the space as well.
All right. Give me an attune roll.
Do it.
What does that look? And tell me what that looks like.
I think I'm taken aback by how dark it is now, and now I look around and there's nobody else around me.
The weird thing is it is light, but there is no source. It's not like it's pitch black. It's not like you can't see.
Oh.
There should be a light source, and there isn't one.
Yeah. I would send the bolts again, just out, emanating from me at this point. So.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay. I feel like this is a very bad move. Should I? No, I'm not gonna push myself. I'm probably gonna die here. So.
The end.
It's a 5.
Ooh.
Each of the stars in the sky and their reflections in the water you're standing ankle deep in are just pure blinding white. And for a moment, not all at once, but sort of in a pattern, they wink. But when they come back, there's an iris and a pupil.
Oh God. Something's looking back at us.
What is it like to have hundreds of thousands of eyes staring at you?
They're out there.
I think, all right. I think it is. It feels like responsibility.
Okay. What does that mean to you in this moment?
I think that it is. I think that it delves into a lot of doubt that I have, right? So it affects me in a way that is, there are so many eyes. I don't think the things that we are going to be able to do are going to be accomplished.
Okay. Take the level 2 harm, crippling doubt.
Ooh, I can't resist it, can I?
You can.
Think of the word.
Think of the orphans. I'm going to think of the orphans when I try to. Okay. When I try to resist.
Orphans.
That's for, since I was in the tune, it was for resolve then,
This
right?
is resolve, for
Okay,
sure.
and I get a +1 because it's a resistance?
Yes, you
Oh, thank God, okay.
+1 die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 5.
5. You take 1 stress.
All right.
Wow.
But you don't take that, and as you are shunted back to your body, you see what you know, what you now know, the information you've gained because you have gone to this place is that the afterlife has been cut off. And it's
Okay.
been cut off by demons. And there's a reason people are ghosts. And it is... You believe that this is a blessing now. This is not a curse.
Because we don't want to be there?
Because you do not want to go to where you just saw.
Okay. But I know, inherently, that was the afterlife?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I definitely don't want to go there.
It is not anything anyone had ever promised. Everything was a lie. And to die, to truly die in this world, which is not to say to die before when the gates were open, which is now to say to die and become a ghost and to have your ghost shredded and destroyed is something akin to peace in that it is nothingness, as opposed to it did not matter what you did, because whatever that was is what awaited you.
if my ghost is shredded?
No, if your ghost is shredded, it's just nothing.
Oh.
You just cease to be.
Instead of being in like emptiness forever.
Instead of being in wherever it was you just saw. But not being in, not walking around in this ankle-deep water, but being a part of that.
Being a part, okay.
But not a part of it in a way that's like, oh, I get to watch. It's being fuel. It's being a cell. It's being a piece that does not know it is a piece. It is the you were cultivated.
I feel like this is like the perfect time to end this right now.
One thing I'll say is what the fuck happens when you snap back out of that place? When you saw the veil, when you saw what used to lie beyond the gates of death and now question whether or not the demons did you a favor.
Oh God, what if that's
shit
what I
did
say?
just get real, Leslie? Welcome to a game I run.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think. Like, because now that I've seen it, Mortimer's right.
What?
Because he doesn't want us to go to there or be nothingness and all that stuff, right?
Mortimer's goal is literally become as close to what they consider divine without soul.
Yeah, so now, like, I think I'm coming to the realization...
Makes you question, what does it mean to be without soul?
Yeah.
What sustains that?
Or what does it mean to be I think what it makes me question more as a person is like, what does it mean to be a demon? Because I think the demons were helping now.
But they also, like, people randomly summon demons in the city and they just go on rampages and kill people.
Okay, but...
Because to be a demon is to not understand humanity.
Oh, jeez.
And does that make you maybe realize that humanity is not the way forwad?
Oh, no. Yeah, okay, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, we can talk about this and work through it, but, like, yeah, is this like, what you just saw is...
Humans can't keep... Like, we have to figure out something else.
But how does Zant feel about that? Does Zant feel humanity still has worth?
After the past few days?
What about the orphans?
Yeah, I was going to say
the orphans
are pretty important.
The orphans are very important.
What about Steve?
Oh.
You gave Steve another life.
Yeah.
What about mushroom beer and Zavoza and plays and parties?
Tall women.
Tall women.
So is it more... I think now, like, could I say that the importance that has been implanted in me is, like, we have to stay as human as possible, but we need to figure out a way forward?
I don't know.
Okay.
I literally do not. You get to tell me.
Oh, God.
You just glimpsed what awaits you in the afterlife if you do not achieve oblivion.
So how can I extend this? Could that be
become a demon, but then you lose everything that is you.
But then you... God, come on.
Ain't that just the
There's
way?
no...
Ain't that just the way?
There is no right answer, which is why I'm asking what Zant thinks, because he just saw all of that.
I think Zant also remembers. He remembers growing up, and even though it was hard in the orphanage, he still found happiness in it. Same thing that he's trying to give the orphans as well.
Because the ultimate question here, I think, is it better to live a life?
It's better to live a life.
And in the end, become nothing than to live forever, but lose whatever you were.
It's better to live a life.
Right. Then Zant, you've resisted. Zant gets that. That is what Zant believes, and that is up to you. And Zant knows. Zant now knows what happens if what Mortimer desires comes true. So now you can turn people into demons, but they are no longer anything close to human.
Are we bad guys now? Are we fighting dads? Are we getting a divorce?
I don't know what you saw yet. I don't know.
You saw shit he has never seen, but has dreamed of. I want to close on a final few things here. What's going on with what? Like, this happened in like an instant.
Yeah.
You just like fought a Bloodborne boss in your brain.
You did.
DJ knows exactly what I was pulling on.
I hate this game so much.
You hate me, is what it is.
That was too much, Loren.
Well, I tried to provide a fun existential crisis for everyone
I
involved.
appreciate that,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you.
That was awesome. I
But
liked it.
you continue. You're moving forward. What's going through everyone else's minds as we march toward this final confrontation in the room with the obelisk, as they're trying to using the obelisk to create a demon. The Zaz Man, we have the finale will be next Thursday.
Finale is Thursday, November 11th.
Mm-hmm.
And we will figure out what happens then.
And we'll figure out these existential crises then. So thanks for that, Loren. Ugh.
Isn't it great that you have me as a DM? It's
Yes,
wonderful.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Make you question your entire
So,
being.
does everybody else have to answer that question now? Because you know what's happening.
Well,
with me.
I want to know. I want to know like how a very good bit to close in on here is like as we head into this final thing. We've spent 6 sessions together so far. 5 sessions
5.
together.
Mm-hmm.
What is the final shots as we head into the finale of our season, so to speak? What do we get for each of your characters? I think Xant's is the one we break on. Like that's what starts it. We know what he just saw. Where does our camera focus on? As it zooms in on Mortimer and Steve and Vesna?
Who do you want to go first?
If anyone has a thing, jump on it.
Well, we know what Mortimer wants. He's been pretty explicit about it. He wants to shed his humanity, and he thinks in the process he can set everyone else free. Because he believes this life is just a prison.
But does he know? Does Mortimer know that it's literally like your option is oblivion or to be part of something you can't comprehend? Or to exist longer for a time without being yourself?
He thinks it's for the greater good. He doesn't fully comprehend that he would lose himself entirely. He is arrogant enough to think that he can still retain what he knows and use that for the greater good. So he probably doesn't understand that he would just completely lose himself.
Okay.
He believes that he can retain himself and use that power to set everybody else free.
Okay.
For whatever that means.
Do we have an internal thought for Vesna or Steve?
That's so freaking hard to think of.
Yeah, this is a lot. This got real heavy at the end of it.
So like look to your vice, right? Like Vesna's whole goal is
Luxury.
It's not so much luxury as it is. I guess I don't know. It's more about. She was born as an orphan, being poor, and now she's becoming the person that she wants to be and making her own choices and things like that. But I also don't think she believes that things are meant to last forever. Like I don't think like with all that time and like all that power is just corrupt, and I don't think
it's better to die here and now.
Yeah,
having lived.
enjoy and like live your life in luxury and like live instead of trying to live forever when eventually everything becomes meaningless.
Okay. And what do we know about Steve in these final moments?
I mean, Steve got that glimpse a couple episodes back.
Yeah, Steve did.
That of a life that he can't really remember. So he kind of knows that the way that he's living now is already different. And, you know, as a whole, he like lives to serve his 2 dads. So, you know, he's made peace with that. Kind of like, you know, if the choice is like continue the fight alongside both of them, then that's what he wants to do. He knows that something is different in his life from before, but it doesn't really change what he wants to continue doing.
Okay. So we've got, I can become a demon and maybe retain myself. What is the purpose of living if there is not an end? Holy fuck, I just saw God.
Yeah.
And God is not happy or kind. And what is life without my parents?
Oh, that's magical.
And that is where we end for tonight as you encroach upon the final chamber. And next time we will pick up and see what happens to our crew of wannabe ghost hunters who turned into existential crises embodied. Welcome to any game I run. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for John Harper's Blades in the Dark. We have been Perception Studio. We've got credits rolling, all sorts of fun stuff. This has been the last game of the week. Perception Studio will return next Tuesday, Ryan?
Yeah, this upcoming Tuesday. Yeah.
This upcoming Tuesday, we will return with City of Mist. In which you can see myself and
me.
And me as well. Actually, all three of us are going to be players for this one as well. Danny is going to be our GM for the City of Mist campaign, which is going to be every Tuesday in November.
Noirvember.
And with newcomer Kelly Bohart. So you guys are really going to enjoy, I think you guys are really going to enjoy our character concepts for this as well. But make sure to tune in Tuesday. Next Thursday, which is going to be the 11th, that's going to be our absolute
the finale of John Harper's Blades.
Dick Sword. I see Dick Sword.
Dick Sword.
But
yes,
let me go through the end show stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support. Every dollar you donate and you tip is going to go right back into the studio, keeping the lights on, making sure that we can keep doing this every week for you guys. We know that you have a lot of choices, especially on Thursday nights, but thank you so much for being here with us. If anything you saw tonight is at least worth $1, please consider joining our Patreon. You could be a Patreon producer or an associate producer. We did yell out Dick Sword. What are some other names? We got?
Rickety Cat.
Merc. That's dope.
Steph Sharp.
Steph Sharp.
Chenna with no H.
Tam Tam.
Rusty Tooth.
So we have tiers as low as $1, but at tiers 3 and above, you will receive an exclusive Perception Studio pin. Hey, Scott Eddie Ryan, is it still the Cucumber Rage pin?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 70 raiders just arrived to watch.
Oh no!
Hi, Brain Goblins!
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Brain Goblins, welcome to the credits of our existential crisis about what it means to be human.
We're moving the raid along as well. Perfect. And as always, just like Scott Eddie just said, we're gonna be paying it forward with another raid right now. Ryan, who are we going to?
I had it, and then they must have signed off.
Oh no!
Ain't that just the way?
We were gonna send it to somebody, and I think they just signed off as well.
A raid
train.
All aboard.
Go to Jen Creations. She's doing some work.
We're going to Jen Creations, who's doing some artwork. Make sure to send some love from Perception Studio as well. But yeah, we'll see you Tuesday and next week for the finale.
Bye.